3 touchdowns, over 450 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns. Got Nick Dunham. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown. He also took one off a kickoff back to the house. Running back Trevor Sloney, he's got 3 rushing touchdowns, and then our wide receiver Isaac Radin, 2 receiving touchdowns. Solani coming in as a running back. He also leads our defense from the middle linebacker position. He's also an excellent punter.
We've got a good crowd tonight despite the cold and rainy weather, but actually here in McBain, the sun is shining. Looks like a great night for football here on 107.1 The Drive. And the Highland Conference has been very competitive this season. A lot of strong defensive efforts have been put out, low-scoring games. I wouldn't be surprised to see the same thing tonight, Jordan.
That's right. The weather, the sun is out. It is a 49 degrees. We're getting ready.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout as the national anthem gets started. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Scheffler Well Drilling of Manton. Scheffler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sport.
The Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Rick Swanson with Jordan Scheffler from McBain High School, where tonight the Rangers are the visitors in Week 6 of the 2018 football season. Let's take a quick look, Jordan, before this game gets underway at our coaches for tonight. The Ramblers are coached by Pat Maloney. He is in his 4th year as head coach.
Yeah, talking to Maloney this year, he said we'd like to work on the turnovers. They hurt them quite a bit last year. They lost a lot of their linemen to graduation. They're working on the linemen that they have, sustaining their blocks. Runs a spread offense. They'll roll the quarterback to the edge where he can run or pass, and they'll go 3 wide on one side on the offense and get trips out one way.
The Rangers head coach, Eric Solani, in his 1st year as a head coach after serving several years in the football program here with the Rangers. And the assistant coaches are Tom Skyver, Alex Lutke, and Adam Coleman.
Yeah, after touching base with Coach Solani, he's going to run up-tempo, no-huddle offense, balance run and pass, look to improve overall blocking, and get ourselves into a decent passing game if we can, and try to avoid some penalties. On the defensive side of the ball, which is much improved from a year ago, Coach, listen to this. 2017, we were 1-4 after 5 games, and we have given up 212 points. This year, with 2018, we're 4-1 after 5 games. We've given up only 77 points.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Biggest goal every game is have every player execute their job, and if they do that on every play, Manton Rangers can play football with anybody. McBain is always going to be a big game for us as a rivalry, and we expect a tough, hard-fought game here tonight.
You bet. You bet. The Green and Gold Ramblers hosting the Orange and Black Rangers in Highland Conference football action. Right now down on the field, the starting lineups are being introduced. In other conference games tonight, Jordan, Pine River is at Lake City in a big game, and Beale City's at Everett.
Yeah, and actually these Ramblers right here last week are the ones that give Pine River that one loss. And now we got a tie in second place, and we'll see. We'll try to keep close tabs on that game in Lake City also tonight.
Well,
Lake City can clinch at least a tie of the Highland Conference if they get a win tonight.
Exactly. Stay with us tonight at halftime. We'll give you a recap of all the scoring if you join us late, and statistics from the first half as always. We'll talk about the first half. We'll have some results for you from the JV contest last night, and we'll look ahead to second half action. As you can probably tell out there, if you've got us tuned in, press box is kind of loaded tonight.
Yes,
it's going to be a little loud. We've got, of course, the PA announcer. We've got the scoreboard operator. We've got 2 coaching staffs. We've got 2 radio stations, and throw in a TV station, Joe.
Yes. Actually, they got the TV station out on the porch, so if they were in here, it would be even worse.
The camera's out on the porch. You are exactly right. The announcers are in here, but by having the cameras out there, at least saved a little bit of room in here. So you're going to be hearing a lot of noise on the radio tonight besides Jordan and myself.
That's right.
Sure.
Hey, we got people bundled up, 49 degrees, beautiful night for football, Coach. Looks like we're getting ready to line up for kickoff.
The visiting Rangers tonight in just their second road game of the year. They're in their road white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, black helmets, numbers in black. The hometown Ramblers, of course, in their green and gold. They have the green jerseys, gold pants, gold helmets, and their jersey numbers are in gold. To start tonight's ball game, the Rangers are going to be receiving the kickoff. They will be going from left to right across your radio dial. McBain, of course, doing the kicking, going from right to left here in the first quarter. I don't know that it will be a factor, but the Rangers are looking right into that sun. And right now, we've got a nice sunny evening over here in McBain.
It is a nice evening here.
So Highland Conference action, McBain and Manton. Of course, storied rivalries in really all sports is always a big game when these two get together. And they always like to get the upper hand against one another, that is for sure. And Jordan, you played in a couple of those yourself through the years.
Yeah, especially in the basketball season. So this is big for our kids, and they're hyped and ready to go. And looks like 24 George Brown's got it on the tee.
And we are. Here is the kickoff. And we've got a
first penalty
before the play can even develop. Might have had an offsides on the kick. That's what the call is.
Yeah. That's what it looks like it's going to be. They actually didn't put the ball up on the tee, Coach. It was squib kick. It was laying right on its side right there at the 40-yard line, and we did get an offsides.
Exactly. Ranger return men are back at the 30-yard line as they moved up just a little bit after that McBain penalty. But somebody just got in a little bit of a hurry trying to get downfield, make a tackle, got ahead of the ball. So we'll try it again.
5 yards back from where we started the first time, and we're going to give it another shot.
Raiden and Dunham next, looking for the receiver, but it's a short kick, fumble right off the bat. And looks like McBain's got it. That's the call on the field anyway.
Looks like that is going to be the call right at midfield. Kick was taken by number 2, War. And he took off with it, only ran about 6-7 yards and fumbled it right at midfield. McBain's going to have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was a short kick. It did not get back to Raiden or Dunham, but Jacob Ward took it and fumbled right, as Jordan said, at midfield. So McBain has it. 1st and 10 at the 50, spread formation. Sealand hands off number 8, trying to get around the right side. That's Parker Siddle. Or I'm sorry, looking at the wrong side of the program, Auden Ealing. And Solani was there, I believe.
Jordan, right there at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he maybe got a half a yard there on that. It was one of those run-pass options. He give it to the running back off to the right side, and Solani met him right at the line, Coach.
This evening, we're going to have a lot of spread offense. McBain runs the spread offense. The Rangers run the spread offense. Rangers in it again. Sealand in the shotgun. One lone setback. Logan Vanden Bosch is the setback. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Hands up to Vanden Bosch, right up the middle, and he drags a couple defenders with him to pick up maybe 3 on that play. Going to bring up a big 3rd down play.
Solani there again, Coach. Gets up gingerly on that play. Gain of 4 yards, but Solani is favoring, what is that, his ankle from last week?
Yeah. 3rd down 6. He's out there. Trevor's going to give it everything he's got tonight after that injury last week. 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Sealand rolling to his right. He's got a receiver out there. That is Justin Camphouse. And nice pickup down to the 33-yard line of the Rangers. And that's going to be a 1st down for McBain.
That play happened bang, bang. It was snap, roll to the right, find your receiver down the field, get it there. And we met them instantly down there on the sideline, but they did pick up 1st and 10.
14-yard pickup. We know that Sealand likes to roll out. Take a look at his receivers doing that. Here's a fumble in the Rambler backfield, picked up by Sealand, trying to make something happen going around the left end, and driven out of bounds at about the 30. Boy, McBain avoided disaster there, Jordan. They could have had a fumble of their own.
We almost had the chance to get it back for the Rangers there. Sealand picked it up, picked up a couple yards, run out of bounds by War and Hahn over here on our side of the field, Coach.
Actually made something out of what could have been a loss on the play and picked up about 3 before knocked out of bounds. So the Ramblers have a 2nd down, 7. Ball at the Ranger 30-yard line.
See the play getting called in there, and the kids turn around, giving themselves some visors from the sun so they can read the coach.
From the shotgun, Sealand takes the snap, high snap again. He's got some room on the right side, getting around the right end. He did make the cut up, and eventually goes out of bounds, but he's picked up enough yardage again, Jordan, for the 1st down.
It looks that way. Sealand is really, really quick. Was a high snap. He brought it back down into the running position. Got over there. What are we looking at, the 19-yard line? 1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
Just nicely underway here in the 1st quarter in McBain. 10:22 left to go in the 1st quarter. No score yet. Sealand takes the snap. Handoff coming at us here is Rodenbaugh, and this time caught for a loss in the backfield. And it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4, depending on the spot. Good defensive stand that time, Jordan.
That was, yes. As soon as the ball got handed off, War read it immediately, met him right there, 3 yards in the backfield, brought him down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long for the Ramblers.
Already we've seen how McBain wants to get the ball to the outside. They've got running backs who try to go right and left. They've got Sealand who will roll out right and left. And Sealand can run. We talked about it in the pregame. Sealand will throw or run. He's a dual threat. He's been very successful doing both so far this season. Sealand from the shotgun once again. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Justin Camphouse was in motion, faked the handoff to him, and the Manton defense was right there.
Yeah, Renfer right in the backfield. Almost took the handoff himself. Met him initially right there as soon as it was given. And that's another loss of 2-3 yards, Coach.
Exactly. Loss of another 2. It's 3rd and about 15. McBain could very well be in 4-down territory here in Ranger territory, but a big 3rd down play nonetheless. Sealand in the shotgun. Rolling to his right. Looking down in the right corner.
Going deep.
Receiver out there. Verbert Mose, the big receiver, goes up, and he's got it in the corner of the end zone. Number 11, Garrett Verbert Mose. Lane Helsel over there covering, but in a jump ball situation, Verbert Mose probably going to get it with that height, Jordan.
Yep, it was a 3rd and long situation. They give him a shot on 3rd down, went to the corner of the end zone. Verbert Mose come down with it at 6'7". That's, 26-yard touchdown strike.
Touchdown Ramblers, first points on the board tonight. And now they are setting up for the extra point attempt as a kick. Here's the snap. Kick is no good, actually blocked. And that's going to leave our score with the Rangers 6 and the Ramblers nothing here early in the 1st quarter. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in McBain in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. Highland Conference football action. The McBain Ramblers hosting the Manton Rangers. We are at the 8:53 mark of the 1st quarter, and the Ramblers have just put the first points on the board, going 50 yards in 8 plays. capped off by a 26-yard touchdown pass to Verbergmos from Sealand. The kick was no good. McBain leads at 6-0, but of course, Jordan, that was all set up by that Ranger fumble to start the ballgame.
Yeah, Coach, they're getting they don't have it on the tee again. The ball's sitting flat on its side. Brown's going to give it another kick. Let's see if we can't field this one and give our offense a chance to come out.
Kick taken to Radin, 30, 35, trying to get up the right sideline a little bit. Had about a 10-yard return before he's knocked out of bounds. And Manton will get a chance to go on offense for the first time tonight, 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, the kick come right to Radin. He brought it up to the sideline. I thought he was going to have a little bit of daylight there. McBain closed in quite quickly. But nonetheless, our offense is on the field. Let's see if we can't put some points up.
They do break out in the spread offense. McKernan is wide left, wide right. Helsel, one step back is Dunham. Hahn rolling to his left, looking deep, and over everybody's head. He did have McKernan out there as the intended receiver, but he was double teamed. So that was probably no harm anyway, Jordan, with that being overthrown.
Yeah, no. He either put it in a spot where his guy can catch it or no one's going to catch it because there was 2 defenders there. So that was, we took our first shot down into the Ramblers' 30-yard line, and it fell incomplete. So here we are, 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun again, Jacob Hahn. Dunham set back. Fake handoff to Dunham. Hahn keeps it himself, trying to get around the right side. Is able to avoid a tackler and picks up some decent yardage there on 2nd down. Looks like probably about 8 yards.
Yeah, and that was a run designed right from the get-go. We do have a penalty. It's going to be a hold against the Rangers, Coach, and that's going to erase that play.
That's a tough one. It will remain 2nd down, but it's probably
penalty
going to be
thrown
about
there at the
2nd and
40.
18, being a spot foul. They'll mark this one off.
Penalty was thrown there at the 41. Should bring us to the 31. Be 2nd down again for the Rangers. Well, the first time we get some positive comes back as negative, so we have to regroup. Those things happen.
That was a nice play from Hahn, and would have been a manageable 3rd down play, but here they are, 2nd and long. Ball back at the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Hand off to Dunham. Tried to go off left side, and no go at that point. Rambler defense was there.
Yeah, the ball went right to Dunham. Designed run play off left tackle. Hit instantly by 68 Outman. They were right there, right on the line.
Brings up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 18 for the Rangers. From the shotgun, Dunham again, the lone setback. Here's a snap. Drops 2 steps, looking to pass. He's got Milky over the middle and just over his head. Well defended by the Ramblers. Would have had to be a perfect pass, but he did have Milky there with a step on the defender.
He did. He had Milky with a step over, threw him right about the Ramblers' 40-yard line. So we had positive play, come back by penalty. It's 4th down now. Looks like Rangers are going to line up to give it a punt.
Well, right off the bat, we see that Solani's not going to be doing the punting. Trevor Solani with that injury last week. We have Trent Grover out there in punt formation. Even though Solani was playing some defense, doesn't look like he'll be doing the punting tonight.
That
Before
play
the snap really gets underway, we have a penalty flag. Grover is standing there with the ball. He was ready to punt, but the officials put a stop to the play. And we'll sort things out. It is a penalty against the Rangers. Not sure what that call was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that signal is, Coach, but I know it's a negative play for the Rangers, and we're going to be...
Everybody's up here kind of shaking their head. We haven't seen that signal before.
We had a couple people go into the officiating guide to try to figure out exactly what that signal is.
4th down and about 23 now for the Rangers. Here's a snap. Grover's got it. Big rush from the Ramblers, but he gets it away. Hits at about the 43-yard line, takes a Ranger bounce just into Rambler territory at the 49-yard line. And with a 3 and out, McBain's going to go on offense now for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, and the 2nd time tonight on offense. was short field. I mean, they're right there again at the 50-yard line. That's where they had it last time. They went for a 50-yard strike. This time they're going to have 51 yards in front of them before they see pay dirt.
Exactly. Looks a little reminiscent from just a few moments ago. 7:46 left to go in the opening quarter. McBain on top, 6-0 over the Manton Rangers. And the Ramblers ready to put it in play, starting their second drive. 1st and 10 from their own 49. From the shotgun, Seelan takes a snap, keeps it himself right up the middle, and really didn't have a running back there to fake to, but just faked the handoff by getting the ball out and bringing it back in again, and picks up pretty good yardage on 1st down.
8 or 9 yard pickup there by Seelan. He did get met by Renfer and Milky once he picked up them 9 yards. It was just, like you said, a quick fake and straight up the gut.
Yeah, that was intended run for Seelan right from the get-go. 2nd down is short for the Ramblers. Ball on the Ranger 42-yard line. For Bergmo, split wide to the right. Pulled in that touchdown pass moments ago. Handoff right up the middle to number 35, Vandenbos. And he's got the 1st down and a couple yards to spare. So we're going to move the chains here. Ramblers 1st and 10.
Another designed run. Vandenbos right up the middle. Met again by the same Renfer and Milky. 2-3 yard gain. And they're moving the chains, Coach.
Ball on the Ranger 33-yard now. 1st and 10. McBain Ramblers. Need the Ranger defense step up here, and let's put a stop to this drive. 2 setbacks this time from the shotgun. Seelan takes it. Handoff right up the middle is Auden Ealing, and he's tripped up, but still picked up good positive yards on 1st down. They're going to mark it at about a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down 5 for the Ramblers.
Coach, it looked to me like Summers was going to have him right there at the line and slipped the tackle. Did a little bit of a hurdle action. Got right down there, 5-yard play, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, a lot of that came on his own effort, that's for sure. From the shotgun, Seelan. Handoff, number 35, trying to go off right tackle is Vandenbos again, but no room to run that time. Ranger defense stepping up and stopped him at the line of scrimmage.
You give to Vandenbos, he run into the wall, and that wall was named Renfer. He brought him right down to the turf.
In fact, they're going to mark maybe a loss of a foot or two. So 3rd and a long 5 for the Ramblers. Seelan, shotgun, takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Thought about getting around the right end. Tried to make a cut back up to the center, but the Ranger defense was there and a loss of a yard on the play.
Appeared to me, Coach, he even had the option of a pitch there, but the Rangers were right there, swarmed around him. 3 of our guys, they were there so quick, looked like one guy to me.
Exactly. That's going to give McBain 4th and 3, but again, at this spot on the field.
Coach, I'm looking at a 4th and 7, a loss of 2 yards on that play.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at 3 that they had made. It's 4th and 7. You're exactly right. But they will go for it at this point on the field.
Big play for Rangers defense right here. This can get us the ball back. Still
Spread formation. Seelan in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops straight back. Good rush from the Rangers. Running to his left, heaving it downfield, and just out of the reach of the Ranger defender. Falls incomplete. The Rangers had great pressure on Seelan as he rolled to his left, and Manton will take over on downs.
Seelan running for his life right towards us here, towards the press box. Summers right on him, Coach, and he overthrew Rodenbaugh maybe by a fingertip. Diving effort, no good. It's going to be a turnover on down. Rangers 1st and 10.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line of the Rangers. 1st and 10, spread formation. Milky comes in motion toward us to his right. Hahn takes a snap. And Dunham took the ball, and as soon as he got the ball, the Ranger defense was there. Nowhere for Nick to go that time.
Like 44 Hendrickson for McBain almost took that handoff, Coach. Rangers have had a couple of those tonight where they're right there in the backfield, bang, bang play. And now the Ramblers got one.
They
Loss
sure
of
did.
4.
2nd down, 14 for the Rangers. Hahn takes a snap. Quick pass out to his left. Swatted out of the air by the Rambler defense. And that will bring up a 3rd down with that incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was a quick pass right from the get-go. Got in Hahn's hands, and it was out just as fast as it got there, and it was knocked down at the line.
I think that was Auden Ealing that got a hand in there, and he went up in there and swatted that one away. Here's Hahn, shotgun, rolling to his left. Option play to Dunham, trying to get around the left end. Gets out over the 30-yard line. Short gain is going to bring up 4th down. After they sort it out and break up the pile, looks like he got just a short gain. We'll give him 2 on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 13 for the Rangers.
Yeah, Coach, that's all that was there was 2 yards, and that's what we got. Ramblers defense swarmed out there to the right side of the field and covered him up as soon as he got there. Gain of 2. It is 4th and long, punt time for the Rangers.
3:42 left to go, opening quarter. McBain on top, 6-0. Grover in the punt again. Snap is there. Kick is away across midfield. Ramblers again had pretty good pressure on the punt. And the Rangers are there first to secure the ball. And the Ramblers will have it 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line.
Well, Coach, I think this is going to be the possession where Manton's got to force a turnover and get a stop.
McBain has had the field position all night long so far after recovering the opening kickoff fumble that the Rangers presented to them. 3rd possession of the night for the Ramblers. 1st and 10. Seelan, quick pass to his left, and he's got the receiver. Going down the sideline is number 2, Justin Camphouse, and brought down at the Ranger 40-yard line. Pickup of 19 on the play.
That looked like the same play that Manton ran, Coach, that was knocked down to line. That was in the quarterback's hands, out to the wing, and let the wide receiver do the work.
And he did. Campos able to pick up several yards after the reception. The pass wasn't really downfield, but out to the side. Campos picked up that yardage.
19
1st and
yards.
10 from the Ranger 40. Seelan fakes the handoff. Austin Ealing had gone in motion left to right. He faked the handoff to Ealing, kept it himself. No gain. In fact, a loss of 1 on the play.
Right there again, Renfer and Moore meeting him right at the line of scrimmage. Might even have lost half a yard.
Ramblers have also been going no huddle tonight. We haven't had the Rangers or Ramblers huddle up in this ball game yet. They're both running very similar offenses. They both look to the sideline for their offensive plays coming in from the coach. And they run up-tempo, no huddle, spread formation. Seelan takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, 35, Logan Vandenboss again. And, boy, just picks up a yard, got about to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Another good play from the defense for the Rangers.
The Rangers are doing real well with them runs up the middle. We're really clogging it up. They're getting maybe 1 to 2 yards of play. We're getting stung a little bit on the outside. So if we can tune that in, Coach, we should be okay.
3rd and 10 for the Ramblers. Motion left to right is Camphouse. Seelan takes it, rolls to his right. He's got he had Camphouse out there in the right flat, wide open, and the pass just went right through his hands. He couldn't bring it in. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A little blessing in disguise for the Rangers there, Coach. There was a lot of open field ahead. Seelan put it on him. He dropped it and brings up 4th down for the Rangers, or for the Ramblers.
4th and 10 for McBain, as the first quarter is now well underway. Just 1:44 left to go in the quarter. McBain on top, 6-0. Going for it on 4th down at this point in the field. 4th and 10. Little trick pass with an option to Justin Camphouse in the backfield. Camphouse went back and threw it back to Seeland on the left side and almost picked up the 1st down after a gain of about 8 on that pass play. Trickery there, Jordan.
Yeah, it was trickery. They're getting creative on 4th down, but that was really well read by the Rangers. It was almost like a routine play that they've seen before.
Well, they may have on film. That's exactly right. But big stop. Big stop.
Yeah,
we
got the ball back.
Now we need to get this offense underway. Hahn under center this time. Quick pass out to the left side is completed to Cole Regneris. But before the Ramblers could get there, he slipped himself and came down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so the pass was more left to right than downfield, and just no yardage picked up.
Yep, it was left to right. We're going to try to get Rignaris out there to make something happen, and he slipped and fell.
Again, this time, Hahn under center. And quick handoff up the middle to Nick Dunham on second down. And stopped right there at the line of scrimmage again.
Rodenbaugh right there to meet him, Coach. As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, it is still 3rd and 10 for the Rangers. 2 plays, no yards.
Now back in the shotgun is Hahn. 2-step drop, being chased and deep in Ranger territory, brought down, sacked by number 34, Logan Rodenbaugh. And that puts the Rangers deep in their own territory for this 4th down punt.
Rodenbaugh come right in as soon as the snap is made. Perfect timing on the execution. He was in the backfield chasing Hahn almost as soon as he caught the ball.
Loss of about 15 on the play.
Rangers going to be in for their 3rd punt.
Once again to attempt this punt from the Rangers. Snap is good. Punt up in the air. Taken by Verbergmos at the Ranger 40-yard line. And once again, the Ramblers have great field position, as they have all night long so far, Jordan.
Yeah, they've only started 1 possession on their own side of the field, Coach. So
it's like the entire first quarter has been played on the Ranger end. 4.3 seconds. Ramblers have it. First down on the Ranger 38-yard line.
Going to have 1 play left here in the first quarter, and maybe we'll get them huddled up here with the coach and get this figured out.
Snap to Seeland. Hands off to number 8, going left to right.
It's Auden Ealing.
Auden Ealing again. Tried to get around the right end, then cut it up, but the Ranger defense was there. Really no gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain to 1.
And that is the end of the first quarter here in McBain. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll go back to Haley in the studio, back here in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to Manton Ranger football here on 107.1 The Drive. We are in McBain tonight, second road game of the season for the Rangers. And at the end of the first quarter, McBain holds a slim 6-0 lead. They scored on a long pass play from Seeland to Verbergmos. The try for extra point was blocked by the Rangers. And that's the story of the first quarter. But the big story, Jordan, again, is the entire first quarter has been played on Manton's side of the field.
Yeah, we've got to get that. We got to get the field position swapped over.
Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Seeland back to pass. Throws it out to his left. And it's completed to Camphouse. And he's got first down yards before he's knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 12 on the play.
Coach, that pass was completed to 34 for the Ramblers. That's going to be Rodenbaugh. I think we had a mix-up on the number. Camphouse. It was actually Rodenbaugh, 34, picking up the first down for the Ramblers on the swing pass.
Move the chains, 1st and 10 on the Ranger 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Seeland takes it. Quick handoff up the middle. Quick opener that time, does pick up a couple yards. Rangers have been tough up the middle so far tonight, and they're going to give him about a gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Coach, I would almost invite the Ramblers to run up the middle for the rest of the night. Our defense is stout there. Again, Milky and Renfer right there plugging up the middle. Gain of 2, gain of 3.
Spread formation again from the Ramblers. No huddle. Up-tempo offense, just like the Rangers. Verbergmos split wide to the right. Ramblers now going left to right here in the second quarter. Seeland takes a snap. Couple-step drop. Looking to his left. Passes out there. Jump ball situation. And neither can come down with it. Good defense there from Jacob Hahn the Ranger quarterback going up for that ball with a very definite height disadvantage.
Yeah, and
but
that
he
was
kept that from being
excellent
caught.
defense by Hahn. He almost turned and played it like he was the receiver and knocked it down. So that was excellent defense. If he comes down with that, coach, that's 6.
3rd down and 7 now, Ramblers. From the shotgun. High snap. Seelan brings it in, looks to his left, and he's got Camphouse out there on the left side. And pass completed. Good for another 1st down for the McBain Ramblers.
Yes, another pass out there to Camphouse, coach, that is, they're getting to 8 to 10 yards on those swing passes, and they're getting down deep into Rangers territory now. We got to get our Rangers step up on defense and see if we can't force a turnover.
Yeah, it looks like about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Ranger 12. Shotgun, Seelan keeps it. Tries to make a run for it up the middle, and he's got yardage inside the 10 to about the 9 is where they'll mark it. So gain of about 3 will be 2nd down 7.
Seelan with the keeper there again, coach, and we're seeing a pattern. They go outside. They do get outside of the tackles. They're getting 8 to 10. They're going up the middle. We're getting 3 yards. Rangers are really playing tough defense up the middle. Get our outside guys to play some bump and run, and let's see what we can do.
Spread formation, 2nd down 7. Takes a snap. Fake handoff. Rode that handoff quite a while up the center, and finally Seelan pulled it in himself. But was able to pick up maybe a couple on the play.
Seelan had that ball right in Vanden Boss's chest, coach, for 2-3 yards?
Yeah.
Past the scrimmage. Riding it out, pulls it out, keeps it, and gain of 2 or 3. We got a big 3rd down.
3rd down 4 for the Ramblers. Again in 4-down territory inside the 10-yard line of the Rangers. Seelan takes a snap, looking to his right. He's got the pass completed. Out there this time, again, to Justin Camphouse. And short gain on the play. Give him a gain of a couple. It's going to be 4th and about 3 for McBain.
Big 4th down coming, coach. Another swing pass. This time McKernan read it, was there to meet him almost immediately.
Big play here once again. Rangers turned McBain away last time on downs. We'll see if they can do it again. But we have a timeout on the field taken by McBain. So we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major support.
Welcome back, everyone. 107-1 The Drive, Manton Ranger football. Tonight we are in McBain for a big Highland Conference contest. 4-1 Manton Rangers against the 3-2 McBain Ramblers. McBain, big 4th down, 4th and 3 at about the 5-yard line. Here's a snap. Seelan takes it, rolls to his left. Might keep it himself. He's got some room, and Gavin Seelan is into the end zone for the Rambler touchdown from 8 yards out.
Yeah,
really,
Coach,
nobody got a hand on him there,
No.
Jordan.
No, I thought Solani was going to get there. It appears that he was, in my eyes, looks like he was held, Coach. Looking into it further, he ran into his own guy. So we didn't really have a chance of anybody getting out there and getting him, and he got around the edge, and Seelan takes it in for a Ramblers touchdown.
9:17 left to go in the second quarter. Here's a snap going for 2 this time. Seelan looks to his right and looked like the pass was a little quicker than the receiver intended and goes incomplete. And that leaves our score, the McBain Ramblers 12 and the Manton Rangers nothing. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here, McBain, in 30 seconds.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main.
Welcome back, everyone. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Scheffler from McBain. The Ramblers have just gone in 9 plays, 38 yards to put their second score on the board. The 2-point try was no good. The Ramblers lead the Rangers 12-0 with 9:17 left to go in the second quarter here in McBain. Ramblers now ready to kick off, and deep for the Rangers, Radin and Dunham. Again, ball just lying flat on the field and taken by the Rangers at the 40-yard line. Short kick once again. Nowhere to run. Nope, brought down right there.
Kick went from the foot of Brown right to Rignaris at our own 40-yard line, Coach, and they were on him, Rodenbaugh right there to bring Rignaris down as soon as he fielded that kickoff.
This is actually the best field position the Rangers have started with all night so far on their own 40. Hahn in the shotgun, spread formation. Setback this time is Trent Grover. Hands off to Grover right up the middle. And Trent's able to get some yardage out near the 45. So it looks like he got about 5 yards. They're going to mark exactly 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 from the 45.
That's some tough run in there, Coach, by Grover. He never let his feet quit moving, and he carried some of the Ramblers defenders for 5 yards that, quite frankly, I didn't think was there.
Good positive yards on first down. 2nd and 5. Hahn in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Grover keeps it himself, coming left, coming right toward us. And ball knocked up in the air. I don't know if it stayed inbounds for someone to recover. McBain is signaling they have it. We'll see what the call is. Boy, it's right at the sideline, and they do say McBain has recovered at the Ranger 48-yard line.
Coach Hahn always finishes his runs real strong, and he come around the left side right here towards us in the press box. Finishing that run off, McBain put their helmet on the ball, popped it right straight up in the air, and then they were able to fall on it.
So from the Manton 48-yard line, the Ramblers have it 1st and 10. And, boy, you're exactly right, Jordan. Second fumble the Rangers have lost tonight. And they had a couple good running plays to start that series. Quick pass out to the left. The Ramblers been using that quick sideline pass right and left all night long. But the Rangers were there this time and limited to 1 yard.
Yeah, that quick pass has been working for them through the whole first quarter. That's what they did. They swing it out quickly, let the wide receivers do the work. They were getting anywhere from 8 to 10 yards. This time they get 1. So if we can keep that up, Coach, we should be able to get this thing turned around.
And the Rangers probably playing off a little bit. We see right here Cole Rignaris playing almost 10 yards off for Berkmo. So that sideline pass is there, quick sideline pass. This time it is Ealing trying to get around the right end, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. The Rangers just strung that one out, and there was no place for Ealing to go.
That's what you got to do on them outside runs, Coach, is they just cannot get turned upfield. And right there, Helsel kept pushing him out to the sideline, push him out, finally got some help. Helsel only let him get about a 1 yard gain.
2 really nice defensive plays to start this series for the Rangers. Now the Ramblers have it 3rd and 9 from the Ranger 47-yard line. We're in the second quarter here in McBain, 7:18 left to go in this first half. Spread formation. Seelan in the shotgun. In motion, right to left. Quick handoff up the middle is stopped. That's Logan Vandenbosch, the ball carrier. And 3 good, solid defensive plays by that Ranger defense, Jordan.
Coach, that's the best series we've had tonight since we started this game. And Renfrew met Vandenbosch as soon as he had it. Loss of 1 brings him back to the original starting line of scrimmage.
Exactly. 4th and 10 for the Ramblers. Cole Regneris falling back to take this punt, if in fact the Ramblers punt. It looks like they will, being in punt formation.
Was this their third, fourth down of the game, Coach, or third, fourth down, and first time they've actually lined up like they was going to punt the ball?
Exactly. Here's Hendrickson doing the punting for the Ramblers. Hits at the 35-yard line, takes a big Rambler bounce. And, boy, the Rangers didn't need that. It rolls all the way inside the 10-yard line. Manton will have it 1st and 10 from their own 8. Again, field position all night long.
Yeah, and when Manton started that last possession was the best field position we had all night. After the fumble, Coach McBain still able to flip field position again with the punt. Got us down on their own 8-yard line.
So, see if the Rangers can put something together. They got the whole field to work with. From the shotgun, Jacob Hahn at quarterback. Grover again the setback to his left. Rangers going right to left. Quick pass over the middle intended for Isaac Radin. He went from his left split position across the center, but led a little bit too far. Incomplete.
He was exactly that. He was led too far. It was a quick pass, Coach, but Radin ran that slant right across the middle, and he was just led too far, right outside of his reach. Still got 10 yards to go. 2nd and down.
2nd and 10 for the Rangers. Spread formation again. Hahn takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and that's Grover again, but not a lot of running room in there. And it looks like they're going to mark it at the line of scrimmage. Well, I'll give him one. They're going to give him one on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they're going to give him that forward progress there on that 1 yard, but that's if he got one, it was a well-deserved one. The McBain was right there.
Certainly had to work for it. 5:44 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Again, Grover, the lone setback. On from the shotgun. Takes a snap. Rolling to his left. Looking to pass it. Intended for Caleb Milkey. Out on the left side. Left flat, but overthrown. Incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down 9 for the Rangers.
Pass intended for Milkey there, Coach. He was Hahn dropped back under pressure immediately. Flushed out of the pocket, had to stop, plant his feet, get that ball out, and he missed it.
Another 3 and out for the Rangers. Grover back to punt. He's been seeing some pressure from the Ramblers. They might go all out on this one, looking for a block kick into the end zone. Oh, we got some movement on the defensive line. Might cost the Ramblers 5. We'll see if the Rangers move. Kind of sorting it out down there.
Yeah, both teams think it's on the other team. Let's see what we get here.
Both teams clapping. We'll get the call. It is offsides against McBain.
Both teams clapping, just the Rangers moving no.
That will cost the Ramblers 5. Moves the ball out to about the 15-yard line.
Good
but
discipline
still
by
down.
the Rangers. We needed that to give us some space, get this ball off.
Yes. Here's the snap. Good snap. Kick is away. Good punt from Trent Grover. Hits at about the 40. Taken at the 45 by Garrett Verbergmos. And he picked up about 3 before he was knocked out of bounds. Once again, Ramblers with good field position on the Ranger side of the field. They'll have it 1st down at the Ranger 48-yard line.
Another possession for McBain coming out in Ranger territory. On that punt, good punt by Grover being backed up in our nearly our own end zone on that kick. If it wasn't for that 5-yard penalty, Ramblers even have that much better field position.
Grover has done a nice job playing football tonight.
Coming in relief.
Under pretty tough pressure from the Ramblers. And as you probably most of our listeners know, he's not our regular punter. Trevor Solani, injured last week, not able to punt the football tonight. Here are the Ramblers, 1st down play, snap to Seelan, going to his right, option play, gives it up to Ealing, and he's down to the 40-yard line before the Rangers are there, so a short pickup. Looks like they'll give him about 2 after the spot. It'll be 2nd down 8 for the Ramblers.
Yeah, I think Coach Solani had something to say last time they went to huddle. Those pitch plays, those quick plays to the outside, Coach, used to get 8-9 yards a pop. Now we're spreading them out, we're stringing them out, and we're, 1 to 2 yards maybe at the most. Rangers are smelling them out.
Yeah, the last few plays that have tried to go outside, Rangers have been there. Caused a 3 and out of their own. Last time McBain had the ball. From the shotgun, Seelan. Rodenbach comes in motion toward us. Seelan rolls to his left, looks out to the left flat, and incomplete. Intended for Camphouse again out there on the left flat, but led him too much. Ball sailed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down 8.
Rangers in the backfield on that play. Summers and McGrew putting the pressure on, forcing Seelan get outside of the tackle box. I don't even think he was looking for a receiver there. That was pretty much an intentional throw it out of bounds and move on to the next play.
Right. 4:30 left to go in the first half. McBain on offense, ball at the 40-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Spread formation. Seelan in the shotgun. Vandenbosch 1 set back. Seelan drops straight back, now rolls to his left under pressure. Rangers are there. Bring him down for a loss on the play of about 5 yards. Big defensive play from the Rangers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rangers back behind the line of scrimmage in the backfield, putting the pressure on. Big time pressure again by the same McGrew, and Summers drags him down for a loss, bringing up another 4th down.
4th down and 12. Good stand again by the Ranger defense. Maybe the defense is getting some things figured out. Now we just got to get the offense rolling. So the Ramblers for the 2nd time tonight in punt formation. Hendrickson back there to do the punting for McBain. Here's the snap. The kick is away. Back there is Regnerus. He takes it at about the 10, sidesteps a defender, sidesteps another one. Out to the 20 and brought down at about the 21. Nice individual return.
It was.
From Cole Regnerus.
Yeah, he got himself an extra 5 to 7 yards just by being shifty and being quick. Fielded the punt, which is a nice spiral punt down and deep into our territory. See if the Rangers can come out and put a drive together, Coach, before we get out of this first half.
Ball at the 21-yard line. Rangers have it 1st and 10. Really haven't been able to sustain any drive all night long. The defense has kept them in the ball game with the 2-possession lead that the Ramblers have, 12-0. Ramblers up 12-0, 3:36 left to go, 2nd quarter. Spread formation. Hahn in the shotgun, and we got a timeout taken on the field, this time called by the Manton Rangers. So we will also take a timeout. We'll go back to Haley in the studio. We'll be back in McBain in 30 seconds.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
Welcome back to McBain, everyone. Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. Timeout taken by the Rangers, and now we're back ready for action. 1st and 10. Manton from their own 21-yard line. Spread formation. Hahn in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks deep to his right and lays it out there, hoping that Regners could maybe run underneath it, but well overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, he really winged it out there to Regnerus. And Regnerus was trying to run step for step. After he released that, Coach, looked like Hahn took quite a hit in the
defense by the Ramblers. They were right there stride for stride. 2nd down 10. 3:31 left to go, 2nd quarter. Jacob Hahn in the shotgun. Spread formation. Drops straight back, looking to set up a screen pass. Not developing. Hahn keeps it, now flings it downfield and out of bounds to his right. Nobody really there, incomplete. I didn't see what happened on the screen pass, but that's what they were trying to set up there, Joe.
Yeah, there appeared to be a screen pass. I'm not 100% sure where the screen guy was at, but he did get the ball thrown out of bounds to save the yardage.
They've got the ball back at the line of scrimmage, but they are calling. There is a penalty flag. They are calling intentional grounding. against the Rangers. And that'll be a loss of down also.
Yeah. So not only are they going to march it off, we're also going to lose a down on that one, Coach.
Let's
gonna
move the
back us
ball
up, too.
back to, wow, inside the 10-yard line to about the 8.
Yep, it is the 8, Coach. You got it right on the nose. We went from the 21-yard line to the 8 on that play and lost it down.
And lost it down. So 3rd and long, 3rd and about 20. Oh, they're going to add a couple more, maybe 25 now.
Oh, we're still backing up. Now we're at the 2.
Yeah, third and long. Near their own goal line are the Rangers. Hahn in the shotgun. Spread formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Nick Dunham nowhere to go on that one. The Ramblers are there to meet him at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th and long for the Rangers.
Both defenses tonight, Coach, really swarming the middle, and the Rangers trying to pound it up the middle, being backed up this far down into your own end zone. And he was met, again, initially, boom, right as soon as they snapped the ball.
Exactly. Grover once again punting from his own end zone. Has done a really nice job tonight getting the ball away under tremendous pressure from the Rambler defense on these punts. And we've got a timeout taken. A timeout taken on the field by the Rangers once again, 4th and long. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back here in McBain in 30 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School as the Ramblers tonight are hosting the Manton Rangers in Highland Conference football action. We have just 2:39 left to go in the first half, and McBain on top 12-0 over the Rangers. Manton now facing 4th and long. Trent Grover in the end zone, ready to punt this ball away to the Ramblers. We had some movement, but no flag. Snap is good. Punt away and goes out of bounds to Grover's right, where McBain will take over 1st and 10. The official's going to spot it inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, McBain.
Looking somewhere like a 35 to 37-yard punt, Coach, taking into consideration he's in his own end zone. And bang, bang, punt. Get it off the foot, out of the way. McBain was in the backfield again on that one.
Exactly. 1st down, Ramblers. Important for the Ranger defense step up here before halftime. Not go down 3 scores. Here's a snap. Seelan takes it, rolls to his right, looking for the pass. He's got Camphouse on the right sideline and driven out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. Actually, inside the 10, it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Ramblers.
Going to mark it about the 8 or 9 yard line. That was another one of those Sealand rollout, found Camphouse, and Camphouse did the work.
Exactly. 20-yard pickup. McBain in business once again. 1st and goal at the 9. Sealand in the shotgun. Rodenbaugh goes in motion from right to left. Sealand rolls to his left, looking for someone to throw to, cuts it up himself, and he's into the end zone. Gavin Sealand in from 9 yards out, and the McBain Ramblers are on the board once again with 2:19 left to go here in the second quarter in McBain.
He was looking pass all the way rolling out to the left. He's looking pass. Wasn't there. He was closing in on the sidelines. Quick speed, turned it up, run it in, 9-yard touchdown for the Ramblers. Sealand is quick.
Yeah, really nobody there to get a hand on. He had a pretty good opening, pretty good hole. Takes it in. McBain now up 18-0 pending the extra point. Spread formation, going for 2. Sealand in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolling to his right, looking for somebody to throw to in the back of the end zone. Looks like it's completed, but we do have a penalty flag in the end zone. Verbergmos brought that pass in for the 2-point conversion. We'll see what the flag is for. It is pass interference against McBain, against the Ramblers.
So they'll mark that off, and they'll go for it again. That spread play this time back towards us, towards the booth, coach, looked just like the touchdown play that was just previously. Just run the opposite way. Run, looking for pass all the way out. Turn it upfield.
He's that, Sealand is that tough option to run or pass, and he's certainly shown them both here tonight. So the ball is marched off back to the, let me get my yardage marker, 18-yard line. So this is a try for the 2-point conversion from 18 yards out. Ramblers trying it once again. Here's a snap, high snap. Sealand brings it in, long pass downfield, and into the end zone is Logan Rodenbaugh all by himself in the end zone for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, coach, that play looked like just like cutting butter there. That was a wide open pass right over the middle. Rodenbaugh, 2-point conversion from 18 yards out.
With 2:19 left to go here in the second quarter. Ramblers on the scoreboard. They lead at 20-0. We'll take a quick timeout. Back here in McBain in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
You are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac, home of Manton Ranger football. Tonight we're in McBain, and the Ramblers have just put their 3rd touchdown on the board. 2-point conversion good, and they lead the Manton Rangers 20-0 as the first half is winding down. 2:19 left to go in our first half. Ramblers teeing up the ball, kicking off to Manton following the score. And here we go. Short kick, squib kick, off the Rangers. Boy, the Ramblers had a chance there to recover another one, but good hustle by Grover. He was able to bring that one in. Well, I thought that was going to be another turnover, George.
Yeah, it looked like it was a squib kick / onside attempt there. Bounced right off Grover's chest. He went to scoop it up, dove back on top of it. Without the official word there, that Manton still had the ball. That was 50-50 going into the pile. I didn't know.
Yes, it was. Well, that short kick now gives the Rangers their best field position of the night. Actually, the first time they've been on McBain's side of the field.
Yeah, 49.
A new quarterback in there is Helsel, and Helsel hits Regnerus over the middle, and Regnerus does a lot of work on his own before he's knocked out of bounds down near the 25-yard line. There is a penalty marker. We'll check that out, but that was number 4, Lane Helsel.
Yeah, he's in.
Quarterback.
He come in, coach, and appears to give him a little bit of a spark in the passing game. We got the officials talking right now on the penalty.
Officials are conferring. And it is against the Rangers. Probably marked off from the spot following the play.
Correct.
So
that play is going to stand.
The ball had been spotted at the 24-yard line, and they're going to mark it off from there.
So, Coach, that play is going to stand for us.
The play stands, but still costs us a few yards.
So costly penalty, that pass from Helsel to Ignaris, the Rangers' best offensive play of the night.
It
might even double the total of our total offense tonight.
So the ball now after the penalty is at the 39-yard line of McBain. 1st and 10 Rangers. Helsel again at quarterback, looking over the middle. This time picked off. Logan Rodenbaugh is there, and he may take this all the way to the end zone. Being pursued, going down the left sideline, and he's into the end zone, but back at midfield, I see another penalty flag. We'll see what's going to happen on this one.
Coach, we got a lot going on this play. Pass by Lane Helsel, intercepted. Had his guy. Not sure he's seen that middle linebacker there. He just picked it right out of the sky right there. I do think we're going to have a penalty on McBain, roughing the passer, and then I think Rangers maybe had a little mental error in the end zone.
Well, again, officials are huddling up. They are conferring. One penalty flag is way back here on the McBain side of the field at the 48-yard line.
That's where the pass was released. We have another one.
Referee coming out. We'll see what a call is.
On the 20?
It is a personal foul, roughing the passer. And there was another flag, both flags against the Ramblers. So that's going to at least eliminate the interception, and Manton will keep the ball.
That's a big break for the Rangers, Coach, because that was a pick six, and that would have put us 26 behind. After that hit and the roughing the passer call, Helsel's still in there. Looks like he's going to keep the reins here in the passing game. The referees are still talking.
So ball is, right now the ball is at the McBain 39-yard line. But we're going to mark it off from there, I believe.
That is our original line of scrimmage where we started.
Yeah, here we go. Further into McBain territory. This is a 15-yarder, which is going to move the ball inside the 25-yard line to the 24, where Manton will have it, 1st and 10. Now, I didn't see that Jacob Hahn was injured at all, but we do have Helsel still in.
No, Hahn's out here playing wide receiver. They've got, he's out here on the wide side of the field.
Lane Helsel.
We're still marching.
Quarterback. And they're still marking off. We are now to the, it's hard for me to see the left end of the field here from where we're at in the press box. But they're inside the 15-yard line. Looks like they're down about the 12, the McBain 12, where Manton will have it 1st and 10.
So we got dual penalties there, and McBain coach looks like he's trying to get an explanation from the head official as to why they were both marked off.
One might very well have been a dead ball foul. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but
we've gone from the 39 now down to
it looks like we're at the 12, right about the 12-yard line. I think we're going to get some action going here again. And with just 1:49 left to go in the first half, boy, Rangers could certainly use a score. Here's a snap to Helsel. Keeps it himself. Little opening up the middle, inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 8. So good yardage. Looked like he got about 5 on 1st down.
He had the Raiden fake on the sweep to the far side of the field. He did, after that fake, get it turned up the field, got 5, Coach, and Rangers in business down here inside the red zone.
Clock continues running. Down to about 1:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Lane Helsel, a quarterback in the shotgun. Dunham, one setback, takes a snap, looking to his right, in the corner of the end zone, throws it up, and knocked away, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Rangers, deep in McBain territory.
That mirrored the play earlier from Seeland to Verberkemos there. That was our guy, though, this time. Helsel trying to get
same spot on the field.
Trying to get a strike out there for 6 points, and it falls incomplete.
Rangers can get a 1st down, but not a lot of room They've got
down
about
would
a
be
yard or
about
two
the
where they
3.
could get a first down. Third down. Raiden in motion. Hand off to Raiden, trying to go around the right side. Made his cut up, and maybe a little bit of a wet field. Raiden's feet went out from under him, and that happened at about the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and about 5. Of course, Rangers going for it at this spot on the field.
Yeah, Raiden coming left to right in motion, takes the handoff right from Helsel. Found a seam to turn it up the field, tried to turn it up, lost his footing.
Clock running, 44 seconds to go, and at this juncture, the Rangers take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout. Back to Haley, back here in McBain in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. Rick Swanson with Jordan Shepler. And we've got Highland Conference football action with the McBain Ramblers hosting the Manton Rangers. With just 40 seconds left to go in the first half, McBain is holding on to a 20-0 lead. Stay with us at halftime. We will recap the scoring for you, talk about the first half. But right now, Rangers are trying to get on the board, following their timeout, 4th and 5, deep in McBain territory. Big play right here. Helsel at quarterback. Ball on the ground. Could not make the exchange. Helsel was not in the shotgun that time, but in under center. Could not come away with the ball, and they're going to turn it over on downs. McBain will take over and probably just run out the first half.
Yeah, Coach, play like that's double-edged sword. You've got a botch snap on 4th down. It's turnover on downs, or they get their fumble recovery. So either way, Manton back on defense.
First time Helsel was under center. Of course, sometimes the new quarterback, you have that problem in the exchange from center to quarterback. I don't know if that's what happened.
Center to quarterback, and then he's under center, and he's usually snapping it back to the shotgun.
Yep. So, Ramblers have it. 41 seconds left to go, second quarter. See if they want to throw something in here. Going under center, and Gavin Seelan, quarterback, just simply kneels down. McBain is going to be happy to let this thing run out and take a 20-0 lead into halftime. Lining up again. They'll need to take one more snap to run out the time here in the first half. Seelan takes the snap, drops back in the end zone, run to his right. Probably would have thrown it if something had opened up, but nothing did open up, and he takes it out of bounds. Gain of about 10 on the play with 11 seconds left to go.
Go from kneeling it
McBain
to
will have another play because he did go out of bounds.
He did go out of bounds to stop the clock, 11.9 seconds. So it went from a kneel down, Coach, to maybe trying to catch the Rangers off guards, and the Rangers defense was there and ready.
I think you're exactly right, Jordan. So pickup of about 7 before Seelan went out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 3. And again, see if they try to make something happen. Seelan in the shotgun.
They do have 3 wide again.
Takes a snap. Hands off up the middle. Vandenbos looking for some running room. And does not go out of bounds. But the clock is stopped at 4.2 seconds. And that is simply stopping the clock to move the chains for a first down. And timeout taken on the field by McBain. We'll keep it right here. Quick timeout taken by McBain. Maybe they'll set up something.
Yeah, kind of a different sequence here. We would had a kneel down. We thought would potentially going to be another kneel down to run the clock out. And then we had a scramble out of bounds. Now a handoff up the middle that did not go out of bounds, and then the Ramblers burn a timeout, stop the clock at 4.2 seconds. So,
I would almost think you're going to stop the clock with 4 seconds to go. You're going to try something.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're just going to let the thing run out. But the Ramblers do take the timeout. The ball is on their own 25-yard line. So they'd have to go 75 yards here in the last 4 seconds. They don't have time to get close to any kind of field goal range. Plus,
I apologize to the listeners. We thought a couple times there was going to be the last play of the half. This one should be the last play.
This one should be. We'll see. From, barring penalty also. From the shotgun, Seelan takes it, keeps it himself off left tackle. Got some running room, cuts it out to the sideline. He's out 45, midfield, and taken out of bounds at about midfield. And that is going to end our first half on about a 25-yard run from Gavin Seelan to close out the second quarter. Well, that's going to end our first half, as we said, and we will have we'll have a recap of the scoring for you in a couple of moments. We'll have some statistics. We'll talk about the JV contest last night. We'll talk about what's transpired here in the first half, especially if you joined us late. And we'll look at the upcoming second half. So we'll take a pause, and we'll be back here in McBain in 2 minutes.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their homeownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
This broadcast of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive and 107.1thedrive.com has been sponsored by the 308, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, the Manton Boosters, Scheffler Well Drilling, the Wexford Missaukee Career Technical Center, Lutke Hydraulics, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Smokehouse, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, and Bostic's Drugstore. Thank you for listening to this presentation of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. You are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac, and we are at halftime. This is Rick Swanson along with Jordan Scheffler, and our halftime score is the McBain Ramblers 20, the Manton Rangers nothing in this Highland Conference contest tonight. First off, let me go through a recap of the scoring in case you, especially in case you joined us late. We'll pick up the 3 scores from McBain as we have only seen scoring from McBain tonight. But they opened up the scoring with 8:53 to go in the first quarter on a 26-yard pass from Seelan to Verbergmos in the deep corner of the end zone. The try for extra point was kicked, and the Rangers blocked it, and that left our score at 6-0, McBain on top. Then in the second quarter, McBain got a 7-yard touchdown run from Gavin Seeland after a 9-play drive of 38 yards. The 2-point try was no good, and at that 9:17 mark of the second quarter, McBain led it then by 2 scores, 12-0. After exchanging 4 different punts, 2 from each team, McBain was able to get on the scoreboard one more time before halftime. With 2:19 left to go in the first half, Gavin Seeland scored on a 9-yard run. The 2-point try was good after they were moved back deeply on the 2-point try because of a penalty, but they still were able to complete the pass play, and they jumped ahead 20-0 at that 2:19 mark. And that's where we are at halftime. McBain leading the Rangers 20-0. Let me go to Jordan now for some halftime numbers.
Yeah, so we're showing here McBain's got obviously the 20-0 lead here at the halftime. They've got 25 rushing attempts for 84 yards. They have 8 passes for 11 yards. Or they're 8 for 11 with 93 passing yards. And then they don't have any turnovers. And third down conversions, Coach, they're 50%, 4 of 8. Flipping over to the Rangers side, they do have 5 first downs, but they've rushed the ball 12 times for negative 10 yards. 2 passes. Only 2 completions out of 10 attempts. And total yards, looking at Rangers are going to have a total of 23 total plays and 18 total yards for the whole game.
Boy, that kind of says a lot right there, does it not?
That says it all. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Well, these 2 teams, McBain and Manton, came in tonight, tied with Pine River for second place in the Highland Conference behind Lake City. All 3 schools were at 2-1. Lake City 3-0. Pine River's at Lake City tonight to see if they could put a dent in that lead Lake City has. But the other game tonight was Beale City and Everett, both 0-3 in the conference. But this right here was a big game, not only for retaining second place in the Highland Conference, but with playoff implications, needing that 6 wins for the playoffs. And the Rangers came in with 4 wins, McBain with 3, both still alive as far as the playoffs go. And it's been all McBain so far.
It has been all McBain. And another thing, too, that and not only has it been all McBain, but they have some big plays, and it doesn't take long to go 50 yards, 40 yards on a drive when you're biting it off in big plays. That's all McBain's had to do, go 40, 50 yards each drive.
There were a couple of times where the Rangers stepped up and held them to 3 and out, got a couple of punts, but McBain only did have to punt a couple of times that first half. And they did use the wide sides of the field going left to right, left and right, as we talked about, especially in the first quarter. And the Rangers struggled with that.
They did.
But eventually they were able to stop those a little bit, and they did come up with some defensive plays. But like you said, Jordan, McBain's been biting off some of that yardage in big chunks, and the Rangers just have not been able to keep them off the board when they needed to in order for their offense to get in
tough
gear.
for the Rangers defense too, Coach, because you get a stop on first down, stop on second down, and then you get a stop on third down. They go for it on 4th and long, and they pick it up. That's tough on the defense. They're picking them up every time.
Let's talk about the field position just a little bit. Almost the entire first half was played on the Rangers side of the field.
Yes.
Manton did start one drive at the McBain 48. They did actually get inside the 10-yard line here towards the end of the first half in McBain territory. But 95% of this first half was played on McBain's side of the field.
Yeah. McBain was either in Rangers territory, and when Rangers had the ball, it seemed like we were deep in our own territory or punting from our end zone.
And McBain started so many of their offensive series with great field position because the Rangers would have to punt from deep in their own territory, and of course that's going to lead to good field position for your opponent.
Yes.
Turnovers tonight. Boy, it couldn't have started any worse. The Rangers received the opening kickoff and fumbled on the return. Jacob Ward took it on the return, and he fumbled at midfield. And that just kind of started the whole thing going. McBain had it first down at midfield.
It seems to have snowballed since then.
Exactly. That just kind of started it. And there McBain had it. in a matter of seconds on Manton's side of the field, and that's where they stayed, as we said, just about the entire
And even
first half.
McBain's had a couple of mishaps and stuff, but they've had some fumbles, but no fumble losses. And Manton's even had a couple of those yet too. So we've dodged some bullets, but there's been some of those punches have been landed, and we have given the ball up.
You're right. They did fumble that opening kickoff, and then the Rangers did fumble again in the second quarter, lost another one to the Ramblers. Did not lead to a touchdown. They did hold McBain after that fumble, so it didn't really cause any damage. But, again, it just contributed to the Ramblers having good field position all night long.
That's been the story of the whole day. You and I have been watching one side of the field all night.
Yeah, and we're in a press box here in McBain tonight where we're kind of a second row of broadcasters. There are so many people in here tonight, and our cords on our headsets are only so long, and we're having to really scramble to even see the scoreboard and see both ends of the field. But I hope we're able to do that for all the listeners out there.
Yeah. Hopefully we're still able to give them the full sight of the whole field, although you and I can see maybe about 75% of it.
Yeah, we've got if you joined us late, I talked about in the pregame how we're loaded up here in the McBain press box. We've got, of course, the PA announcer, the scorekeeper, but we have both coaching staffs who are scouting from up high. We have 2 radio stations, and we also have a TV station here tonight, and their broadcasters are in here also. So you're probably hearing a lot of that noise as we are. Sometimes it's even tough to hear ourselves.
Yeah,
probably. I know it's tough to hear you sometimes, Jordan. You probably have trouble hearing me, but
yeah, being my first time up here in the press box, we got a loaded press box, and it's trying to get the hang of it.
And it makes it all a little confusing too when there's just so much talk going on in the background. Well, let's take a moment and talk about what happened last night in the JV game. Last night, McBain brought their JV troop to Manton for the JV contest, and the Rangers had an excellent ball game. Talking to a couple of the coaches tonight, and JV coach Jim Collins, they got an excellent effort last night and actually shut out McBain 40-0.
Wow.
That is the third win for the Rangers this year. They started off the season with 2 wins, lost their next 3. Now they come back with a big 40-0 win over McBain. So the JV Rangers right now stand at 3-3 on the season. Want to throw a couple of names at you from that JV game last night. Jacob Rupert rushed for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns for the JV Rangers.
I've called a JV game at home over the PA one time, and Rupert's a standout on that JV squad. That kid is tough, and I've seen him put some hits on some kids at the JV level that I don't know if we've seen here tonight.
Well, that sounds good for the future. Caleb Moore, he added 60 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. One of those was a fumble recovery in the end zone. And Dre Morrow added 50 yards rushing. He scored 2 touchdowns. One of those was a kick return. So a very positive night last night for the JV Rangers as they get on they once again get to the win column, defeating McBain 40-0. You might hear also in the background the McBain marching band is out on the field providing entertainment. Didn't know if we'd have rain tonight. I've been watching the forecast for several days. Looked like we may have a little bit, but actually, as far as football weather, it's been a nice night, Jordan, for football.
Yeah, we started the night at 49 degrees. We're down to 47 degrees. We got rid of the sunshine in the kids' eyes out on the field, and the sun has set now, and we're gearing up for the second half. We should hold on anywhere between 47 and 46 degrees, and beautiful night for football.
We've got a decent crowd. Of course, they're all bundled up because they knew it was going to be cold. But it's a typical Highland Conference game. There has been some good hitting out there on the field. It's just that the Rangers have not been able to sustain any kind of offense in tonight's ball game.
That is exactly right. You know, the Rangers go out there, they get positive play from Helsel to who caught that pass there when Helsel first come in?
Rignaris.
So Helsel to Rignaris, and then we get the penalty to bring it back. So
clock ticking down here in the halftime in McBain. McBain on top 20-0. And let's take a look ahead, Jordan, just a little bit into the second half. Of course, a lot of things will have to change. The Rangers really need to step up on defense and limit McBain's scoring because it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, it's going to be tough for the Rangers right now to put 3 scores on the board. But what do you see that they might be able to try or do offensively or defensively here in the second half?
I think the main thing offensively, just as it snowballed the wrong direction for the Rangers since we've fumbled that opening kickoff, I say we got to come out, find something positive right off the get-go. Rangers are going to go on defense first. So let's get a stop initially, get the ball back, get something positive both on defense and the offensive side of the ball, and see if we can't get the snowball back the other direction.
That last drive has got to give them a little bit of a boost because they did have the ball inside the 10-yard line of McBain, just couldn't punch it in, turned it over on downs as they fumbled the snap on 4th down. So maybe that'll give them a little bit of a boost, knowing that they can put the ball down there. But if they can get a kickoff, pin McBain back for a change.
Try to flip that field position we've been talking about
position, exactly.
right off the get-go here in the third quarter.
Get the Rangers feeling good about themselves. And if they could stop them back there, that would allow their defense to feel good. And then if they can put something together on offense. Interesting move with Lane Helsel coming in at quarterback.
Yeah, and it right off the get-go gave us a spark. So it'll be interesting to see what we decide to do in the second half when they come out. We'll make sure to let all the listeners know what we have got going on offensively. And I look forward to the second half and see if we can't get a spark right off the get-go.
Now, I've been in the booth here for all the games this year, and I don't remember Helsel being in at quarterback. Maybe he was for a play or two at some
just
point.
A play or two when Hahn had went down with injury, come to the sideline. I believe that's a MHSAA rule. If you have a helmet come off or something like that, you got to come out for at least a play.
Stay at least a play.
Yep, and so Helsel has been in. I know that Coach Solani is kind of a fan of him in the past game. As we've seen, he threw a dart back to the back corner of the end zone there. A little bit overthrown, but it was a good ball. And so maybe that's what the Rangers are going to come out and try to make that happen in the passing game, try to get some points on the board.
And my first reaction was maybe Jacob Hahn had sustained some kind of injury, but he had simply moved out to a wide receiver spot.
Yeah, never missed a play. As soon as Helsel come in, I checked and was kind of looking around, asking around, and Hahn was out there playing wide receiver.
Haven't seen that before. So it might be a wrinkle that the Rangers are going to put in here in the second half with a switch at the quarterback. We'll see what transpires once we get underway. So we are at halftime in McBain. If you're just joining us, the Ramblers have scored 3 times in the opening half. One conversion try was complete on a 2-pointer, so they lead the Rangers right now 20-0 as we prepare for the second half here in McBain. So we're going to take one more timeout, and then we'll be back for the second half. And before that second half gets underway, we're back to Haley in the studio. We'll be back in McBain in 2 minutes.
Knowledge of the business, safety, dependability, and professionalism is what you'll get from Shepler Well Drilling of Manton. Shepler Well Drilling is a proud community supporter and would like to wish the Manton Rangers good luck in this year's sports season.
The Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. And we are at halftime of this Highland Conference contest between the visiting Manton Rangers and the host McBain Ramblers. Score at halftime, McBain on top of the Rangers, 20-0. As Jordan and I were talking before the break, the offense for the Rangers tonight has really struggled, and if you caught our statistics just at the start of halftime, the Rangers have 18 yards of offense tonight. 18 yards. They just have not been able to sustain any drive. If they did happen to pick up a decent play, 5-6 yards, it just seemed to always be negated by a penalty and never able to put anything together. So that will certainly have to change here in the second half if they want to take a run at this ballgame. A standout for McBain tonight has been quarterback Gavin Seeland. We knew he was a threat coming in. He had 5 rushing touchdowns from his quarterback position. He has added 2 more tonight, one from 7 yards out, one from 9 yards out. And Gavin Seeland is a quarterback that can really do it all. I haven't seen him before. Of course, he was not the quarterback last year, but he can throw the ball. He can run the ball. And now with those 2 touchdowns tonight, he's up to 7 rushing touchdowns on the season. And, Jordan, before you do much of anything else, you got to pay attention to the McBain quarterback, Gavin Seeland.
That's exactly right, because if you don't, the McBain offense can run strictly off of him. He can get that ball out there, wing it out there, and a deep pass, short pass, let the wide receiver do the work, or if he sees a seam, he's going to turn it up and take it.
He's got a nice arm. I've been impressed with that. Many times he's gone to Justin Camphouse out on the flat, more a sideline-to-sideline type pass, which we talked about, but it's out there on a rope. He gets it out there quickly, and then, of course, the design of that play is it's kind of like a Golden Tate for the Lions. You want to get the ball in his hands, then let him make something happen.
Yards after the catch.
Yes. They want to get that ball in Camphouse's hand out there quickly and then see what he can do along the sideline. And that was a very successful play for them several times tonight.
Yeah, and I'm also just as impressed with that as I am on the flip side that they're able to get it out there, let the wide receiver do the work, and they're picking up big yardage. But then there was a change, or there was some sort of conversation that was had between the coaching staff and the Rangers to where they're starting to string them out a little bit, and now they're only getting 1 or 2 yards on those, or maybe even we're getting them a sack in the backfield.
They did put a stop to those, and, of course, as you spread yourself out, then you got to be aware of opening yourself up in the middle,
right,
which they had done a really good job stopping at the start of the ball game, did the Rangers.
Yeah, so another one of those double-edged sword things. You spread it out, and you're trying to string them offensive plays out so you're not giving up them big chunks anymore. Then you're a little bit vulnerable in the middle. So got to find that happy medium second half.
Yep, so obviously the Rangers need to make some things happen on both sides of the football to get back in this ball game. The teams are out on the field, and we are getting close to the start of the second half here in McBain. Mentioned the other Highland Conference games going on tonight. We don't have any update at this time, but a big game was taking place tonight in Lake City. Pine River visiting Lake City. Pine River going into that game at 4-1. Lake City 5-0. And Pine River, of course, if they could defeat Lake City, would move into a tie with Lake City for first place in the Highland Conference. Lake City, with a win, on the other hand, would clinch at least a tie of the Highland Conference Championship because there's only 1 week left of conference play. That
Correct.
being
So
next
that means
week.
they're going to piggyback off of last year's performance, picking the conference and moving it into this year.
Yeah, Lake City did run the table last year, not just in the Highland Conference, but also in the regular season. And, of course, as we know, did not lose until semifinals. We do have an update. Just as we're talking about it, we have an update. Lake City on top of Pine River, 14-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, just getting ready to start the third quarter there.
Doesn't surprise me. I know Pine River's much improved over a year ago when they only won 1 game, but Lake City's got a good ball team. And
they do, and they're playing in Lake City.
And it is
it's a
in
tough
Lake
place
City
to go in and win, especially even when Lake City doesn't have quite the top-notch squad like they have, and it's going to be tough to go into Lake City and steal a victory.
Now, as I mentioned, playoff, this game tonight has some playoff implications. Both of these teams, Manton and McBain, still in the playoff hunt. And a win would be big for each of these teams. But we are ready to get things underway here in the second half. And the Manton Rangers, for the first time tonight, are going to be kicking off.
That is right.
Without a score in the first half to have them kick, and they received the opening kickoff. So this is the first time the Rangers have teed the ball up this evening. Here we go. Start of the second half. And they actually go offside, try to short offside kick, or onside kick, I should say. But they had players offsides themselves. That's what I was thinking of. And the penalty flag flew right off the bat.
It did. So McBain had one of them also. They had that ball laid on its side, and they took off, and they were just a little bit early on the snap. So kind of showed our hand there, though. We were going offside. We were going onside kick right off the get-go, and we were offside. So now McBain's prepared for it.
So now the Rangers kick from the 35-yard line after the 5-yard walk-off. And here we go. This time we'll get the second half underway. Kick taken at the 35-yard line by the Ramblers. Coming toward us in the press box to the right. As the Ramblers go left to right here in the third quarter. Stiff arm. And Camphouse is down the right sideline. Nice return for the Ramblers to start the second half. And they've got the ball right off the bat, what we talked about at halftime, in Ranger territory, Jordan.
Yeah, that was at least a 20-yard return, if not closer to a 30-yard return there, Coach. And some tough running, stiff arms, and they're going to have it, like you said, in Rangers territory, much like they did in the first half.
Ball's at the 42-yard line after that nice return from Justin Camphouse. Spread formation, Seelan in the shotgun. And this time, hands off to Rodenbaugh. He was the motion man trying to get around the left end, and he was able to pick up significant yardage close to the first down before he was taken out of bounds by the Rangers.
Yeah, another one of those right to left plays. Rodenbaugh in motion, takes it from Seelan, strings around the left side. 7-yard gain, run out of bounds by Hahn. And like you said, they pick up 7 yards. So we're going to be 2nd and 3.
Again, these offenses mirror each other tonight. Both run the spread offense. Both go no huddle. Both go shotgun. And Ramblers again, 2nd down 3. Seelan in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Motion left to right. Keeps it himself. Cuts off left tackle. Got a little running room. And knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Significant yardage again picked up by quarterback Gavin Seelan for the Ramblers. Good for the first down.
So they ran the same play there that they ran the previous one, but he didn't hand it off. He kept it himself. So he was able to pick up some significant yardage, like you said, run out of bounds by 15, Raiden on the left side. McBain marching down the field.
Gain of about 14 on the play. Seelan back to pass, looking to his right. Pass is out there, and good coverage by Cole Regneris. Ball falls incomplete. Intended for the 6'7" Garrett Berkmos out on the right side, but harmless incomplete pass.
So we got 6'7" Verberkamos going out for a pass on 6'2", 6'3" Rigneris, and he played this awesome defense right there, staying between his man and the ball, and ball was thrown a little short.
Second down 10. Sealand takes the snap, rolls to his right, being chased, gets it off as he's falling to the ground, gets it off to Vandenbos. Vandenbos takes it into the end zone. Quarterback Sealand was in the grass, falling to the ground, and somehow got it off to Vandenbos. Vandenbos takes it 22 yards for the Rambler touchdown.
That was incredible. He was in the grasp, heading towards the turf, gets the ball off. That looks like something you would see maybe pulled out of the hat of somebody like Stafford or Ben Roethlisberger or something like on Sunday.
But again, just talks about how impressed we've been with Gavin Sealand. There he is making another big-time play. Lining up for the two-point conversion are the Ramblers. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right is Sealand. May keep it himself, but instead drops it off to number 34, Logan Rodenbaugh. I wondered if he might be over the line of scrimmage, but he wasn't. The two-point conversion is good, and the Ramblers increase their lead over the Rangers 28-0. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout back here in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. Returning this fall to 308 on Saturday nights is comedy night with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. The local 308 is a proud supporter of the Manton Rangers and major supporter of Local First.
Welcome back to Manton Ranger football in McBain tonight. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler, and the Ramblers have taken the opening drive of the second half and put more points on the board. A 21-yard pass from Sealand to Vandenbos. Two-point conversion is good, and the Ramblers on top 28-0 as they prepare to kick off following the touchdown.
On that two-point conversion, Coach, it looked like it was going to be a design run for Sealand to the right. He had it tucked in his arm, pulled up, jumped pass back of the end zone, 2 points.
Yep, as the defense closed on him, it just opened up the defender in the end zone. Squib kick from the Ramblers, and the Rangers simply fall on it. Number 5, Cole Rigneris, at about the 40-yard line of the Rangers, where they will have it first down.
Ramblers have had 4 touchdowns and a kickoff to start the game, and I haven't seen them tee the ball up once yet.
So from their own 40, and one of the questions we had, Jordan, at halftime was if Helsel would stay in at quarterback, and he is. Lane Helsel in the shotgun. Jacob Hahn split wide to the right this time in the spread formation. Helsel takes the snap, hands it off to Isaac Raiden, trying an end around from the left to right. And Raiden has broken free down the right sideline. He may take it. Isaac Raiden, number 15, into the end zone. A big play from the Rangers from 60 yards away. Isaac Raiden takes it on the handoff down the right sideline. Gets the Rangers on the board for the first time.
Unbelievable breakaway speed. There was guys that had a chance, and they just couldn't catch him down the right side, right down the right sideline, and he takes it in for a long 60-yard strike, and that's exactly what the Rangers needed. Minimal time off the clock, 6 points on the board.
We are 49 seconds into the second half, 49 seconds, and we've had 2 touchdowns, 1 from each team.
Hold on to your hats.
So now the Rangers lining up for their first extra point attempt of the night. And looks like Jacob Hahn now in the shotgun. Dunham, lone step back. Helsel was under center. Helsel back to pass into the right corner of the end zone is no good. Hahn was actually a running back. I thought he was in the shotgun.
And he was the up back, too.
But Helsel was actually under center.
Yeah,
Helsel
so we had
took the snap, dropped back, threw it into the right corner of the end zone.
It was complete to Rigneris, out of bounds.
Yeah. I thought he came down with it, but it was out of bounds. So that leaves our score following the Ranger touchdown. McBain 28, and the Rangers now on the board with a 6. We'll keep it right here. The Ramblers already on the field, ready to receive the second Ranger kickoff here within the first minute of the second half.
What are we going to get in the next 49 seconds?
Boy.
So Rangers are going to come out
there,
for
to
their
say the
second
least.
kickoff of the second half. Get ready to tee it up again on their own 40. Following the long run by Radin, 60-yard touchdown gets the Rangers on the board. Rover's got it teed up.
To kick to the Ramblers. 28-6. And again, just a short squib kick across midfield. And Ramblers simply fall on it. No return of any kind. Ball is at the 46-yard line of McBain, where they will put in play first down.
Yeah, Rangers come out and try to do an onside kick again. Kick travels 15 yards, covered up immediately by the Ramblers with no return. And they'll take it over in their own territory this time.
Well, it's got to be a little bit of a boost to the Rangers to get on the board. Now let's see if the defense can step it up and get the ball back. Seelan in the shotgun, rolling to his right, coming quickly toward us. He's got a cut, and down the sideline before he's out of bounds, picks up about 8 or 9. We'll see on the spot. In fact, they're going to give him 10. So that may, in fact, be a first down. We haven't seen a signal yet. Maybe a couple inches short. We'll see.
So keeper for Seelan again around the right side. It does come up short. 9-yard gain will be 2nd and 1. Keeper on for Seelan there around the right side. Rangers were stretching it out. He found a seam, got up, 9-yard gain, run out of bounds by Radin.
2nd down and a short 1 for the Ramblers in Manton territory now. Spread formation from the shotgun. Seelan takes it. Manton is in the backfield, and they meet him before anything can happen and bring him down for about 3 or 4 yard loss to the Rangers.
Yeah, McBain had some motion there coming left to right, and McGrew was right in the backfield that time. Good push through the middle by McGrew, able to get in the backfield and get that tackle for a loss.
3rd down and 3 now for the Ramblers. Here in the 3rd quarter, McBain going from left to right, across your radio. Manton, of course, from right to left. Spread formation from the shotgun. Sealing quickly with that sideline pass. Gets it out there to Camphouse that we saw so many times. Gets around the defense and stays on his feet down near the 25-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by the Rangers. So a significant pickup of almost 25 yards on that pass play, Jordan.
Yeah, Coach, it's either the ball gets snapped to Seelan and he's moving left to right at a rapid pace, or he's getting the ball and his feet are set and the ball's coming out of his hands. It's going straight to the sideline, giving Camphouse a chance to do what he just did there, giving him a first down. War caught up to him on the sideline, run him out of bounds.
As I said, I personally have been very impressed with Gavin Seelan tonight, quarterback for McBain. From the shotgun. We've got a jump, but I didn't see any flags come out. 1st and 10, McBain. Ball at the Manton 25-yard line.
Timeout with a confusion here.
And now we get a delay of game against McBain. It'll cost them 5 yards. Still remain first down. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Ramblers.
That was our options. I don't know if we was getting a snap off that play. It looked like some confusion on the McBain side of the ball. It was either going to be delay a game or McBain was going to call a timeout, and they're going to try to get it figured out. They're back up to the line.
1st and 15. Again, spread, formation. Vandenbosch, lone setback. High snap. Seelan brings it in. Cornered back in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. And McGrew again. Looks like a loss of a couple. We'll bring up now 2nd down.
Yeah, McGrew again getting that push through the middle. I don't know. I don't know if the high snap had something to do with that. At that time, there was a high snap. Seelan didn't quite get the takeoff that he wanted. McGrew was already there.
Good penetration.
Yes, very good.
2nd down, 17 for the Ramblers. In the spread, Seelan takes a snap. Shotgun drops straight back. Good pressure. Took a hit. Ball in the air. Caught. Taken into the end zone. Number 34 on the reception is Rodenbaugh. Logan Rodenbaugh. Again, Sealand facing pressure. Took a hit after the pass, but still lays it out there.
And it was right on the money.
It.
Again, the 34 Rodenbaugh. Rangers had the pressure. McGrew again, Renfrew again, putting pressure on. He was just able to get the ball up and get it released over top. And 32-yard strike.
Here's a 2-point try. Sealand rolling to his right, being chased. Gets it off to Camphouse. Splits a couple defenders into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the Ramblers now jump out to a 36-6 lead over the Manton Rangers. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout back in 30 seconds.
Looking to buy a home or sell yours? Need to upgrade or downsize? Go with experience. Go with Garno. Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate is your full-time real estate professional with 15 years of experience helping people make their home ownership dreams come true in the greater Cadillac area. Homes are needed now to meet the demand. Want to know what your home is worth in today's real estate market? Talk to Jamie Fellows Garno, serving Wexford, Missaukee, Osceola, and Grand Traverse counties from the new City to Shore branch office in Manton at 113 Main Street.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. Highland Conference football action. Manton Rangers visiting McBain tonight. We've had 3 possessions here in the second half. We have 3 touchdowns, 2 from McBain, 1 from the Rangers. And the last one from McBain and the 2-point conversion have put them up 36-6 with 9:37 left to go here in the third quarter. Been an impressive performance by the Ramblers. I know I've been impressed.
Yeah, just the way they get outside the pocket and move the ball, and everything they do seems to be seamless. We're going to have it at offsides here.
And as the Ramblers kick off, we have a penalty flag. Looks like the Ramblers were jumping the ball a little bit. Somebody being a little bit anxious to get down there and try to make a tackle.
It's the second time tonight on kickoff.
Cost the Ramblers
Coach.
5 yards.
Second time tonight on kickoff for Ramblers.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So 32-yard touchdown from Rodenbaugh has put McBain on top 36-6, and now they'll attempt another kickoff.
That 32-yard strike looked a lot like that 18-yard 2-point conversion we seen in the first half.
Yes, it did.
From Sealand to Rodenbaugh.
Very reminiscent. Again, ball just lying flat on the field, no tee. Here's the kick, squib kick, fumbled by the Rangers, and there's a scrum out there. Everybody trying to come up with the ball, and the Ramblers did. The equivalent of an onside kick, squib. Rangers could not recover it, and McBain has recovered it again in Manton territory.
Yeah, Coach, so that was the kicker there that got back down the field and was able to recover that. It bounced off a couple McBain players, a couple Rangers players, and actually the kicker, the one with the squib kick, is the one who was able to recover the kickoff.
So McBain has it 1st and 10 in Manton territory at the Manton 48-yard line. Well, we're keeping that, we talked about a snowball effect in the first half, and it's kept up. Here's Sealand rolling to his left, looking deep, and throws it incomplete. Intended again for Camphouse out there, and actually Verbergmos was in the area, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down 10.
Yeah, Sealand getting pressure again, coming at him. War come up from his spot, put some pressure on Sealand, forced him to get rid of the ball. Again, Rangers getting pressure every possession, and just so happens they're getting 4 tries at a first down, and Sealand's able to find someone within those attempts.
Exactly. Ramblers come to the line, 2nd down 10. Spread formation that we've seen all night long. From the shotgun. In motion comes Rodenbaugh. Sealand kept it himself. Quick opener on the left side. Steps away from a couple defenders, and he's all the way inside the 40, down to about the 36 before the Rangers can bring him down. Good for another Rambler first down.
Designed run for Sealand up the middle. slid past Solani and Renfer, and then made a spin move and a couple high steps to get through the second line in defense, and was able to get down in there and pick up a first down.
Yeah, he took that snap and he just tucked it right now.
Yep.
Right now. It was designed for Sealand to take it himself. Clock continues to run. 9:08 left to go here in the third quarter. In McBain. Ramblers on top, 36-6.
Pretty
and
unique
in
to see
Ranger
two
territory.
teams with that spread offense plays coming in from the sidelines.
Sealand this time rolling to his right. Tucks it. Going to keep it. Takes it and steps out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 28. So we'll make that a gain of about 7 or 8. We'll check the spot.
Well, no real surprise. I mean, they just getting the ball and running to the edges, and Rignaris was there to run him out of bounds, but he did get a gain of 8 yards.
Again, that dual threat. He's got the ball out there. He can tuck it and take it. He can look for something to open up. Very tough to defend.
And so many times tonight, Manton has come up to make the tackle. He stops and plants a little drop-off pass, and they've been successful.
Exactly. Again, shotgun. In motion is Rodenbaugh. This time hands off to Rodenbaugh as he went in motion from right to left. And he's down inside the 25. Good to move the chains, and it'll be first down again, McBain Ramblers.
Rodenbaugh coming in motion from Sealand's right all the way across to his left. Takes the handoff, takes it up the center. Met by Milky and Lytle.
First and 10 Ramblers at the Manton 24-yard line. Again, spread. Motion right to left. Pitch to the motion man from Sealand. And picks up positive yardage around the left end before the Rangers are there to bring him down. That was George Brown, the ball carrier for the Ramblers that time.
The kicker getting into the offense in more ways than one. He's taking it around the left side. McBain is stretching it back again to the outside like they did in the first part of the first half.
Gain of about 7, second down 3. From the shotgun, Sealand again. Looks to his right immediately, completes it to George Brown. Brown turns it upfield, and 4 Rangers finally bring him down, knock him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So George Brown showing a little power there himself.
Yeah, he's finishing that run off, and usually Sealand gets it out to Camphouse. This time he swings it out to Brown, and it took Solani and War and Rignaris and everybody to meet him there on the sidelines and get him to go down.
First down right at the 10-yard line, so the sticks on the opposite side of the field have been laid to rest with just a down marker. First and goal to go. Sealand keeps it himself, and he's down to about the 1 before the Rangers bring him down. Gavin Sealand just kept it himself right up the middle and threatening to add another touchdown to his 2 he has already tonight.
Ramblers using that same motion again. They're going right to left, left to right, right to left motion. So Rangers, they're either giving it to the motion back or Sealand's taking it up the middle. That time Sealand took it up the middle right down to the 1-yard line.
From the 1, Sealand takes a handoff up the middle. Number 35 kind of dove up over the line.
It's going to be Vandenboss.
We're waiting for a signal. Went up in the air where the Rangers could knock him back. We're just not sure if he penetrated or not. Now they say he did. So Vandenboss takes it in from a yard out, and the Ramblers are on the board once again.
That coach, they play before that, Sealand brought it down to the 1-yard line. This time Sealand just turned around, handed it off to the big guy, and just did some smash mouth football, got him a 1-yard touchdown.
Try for 2. Sealand shotgun. Handoff straight up the middle is denied this time. Rangers are there to stop that 2-point conversion.
Run into the Renfer wall right as soon as they handed it off.
And the touchdown increases the Rambler lead to 42-6 over the Rangers. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. but without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School, where we've got Highland Conference action. The Ramblers hosting the Manton Rangers. And you are listening to 107.1 WCKC Cadillac. The Ramblers have just scored their third touchdown out of 3 possessions here in the second half, and they've jumped ahead of the Rangers now 42-6. The kickoff from the Ramblers is taken by Cole Regneris at the 40-yard line, simply dove on it, and the Rangers will go on the offense again, 1st and 10 from their own 40.
Yeah, Coach, I think that's a smart play by Regneris. Every time Manton has tried to scoop up those squib kicks and try to do something with them, it's always ended up, or most times ends up back in McBain's hands.
Well, we'll see what the Rangers can do. The last possession, they fumbled away, but the time before that, here in the second half, they did put 6 points on the board. Helsel in the shotgun, looking to his right. Wings it out there to Jacob Hahn. Jump ball for it. Hahn went up, defended by 2 players, and the ball falls incomplete.
Deep
Hahn
pass,
went up there. It looked like he had a shot at it, but just a little bit high.
Hahn was able to touch the ball at its highest point, and then Berberkamos was out there at 6'7", so he had a shot at it. That was a good pass by Lane. Was a little bit short. Hahn come back to it with 2 defenders, was able to touch it, and it fell incomplete.
Again, shotgun is Helsel, spread formation. Takes it himself to the right, trying to get off right tackle, and maybe goes for a yard before the Ramblers bring him down. Had the option set up, but he decided to keep it himself. Made the cut, but not much there.
Yeah, at the time he wanted to make that pitch, he was wrapped up and in the grass with the defenders. So instead of fumbling it off, trying to force a play, just tucked it down right there at the line of scrimmage. There was no gain. 3rd down.
3rd down, 10. Clock running. And we do have a running clock because of the point differential at this point of the ball game. Helsel back to pass and hits Isaac Raiden off the left side, coming off the split left end, and actually across midfield, and a gain of about 11 gives the Rangers a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a nice drop back by Helsel, a 3-step. He caught it in the shotgun, dropped back, not even 3 steps, put a bullet on Raiden on the slant, and took it across the midfield and got us to 1st and 10.
We don't have an exact count, but one of the few 1st downs Rangers have been able to put together tonight. There's a quick pass out to the right to Regneris. Sidesteps a defender, picks up 5. That looks like what McBain has been doing all night long, Jordan.
Yeah, Regneris actually caught that ball, Coach, right at the line of scrimmage like McBain has done so many times tonight, and then he went to work. Gain of 5, sidestep, made a move, got a little creative. That's what it takes.
We're in the 3rd quarter here in McBain. 4:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and about 6, long 5 for the Rangers. Helsel in the shotgun. Dunham lone setback. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself up through the center of the line. Good for 1st down yardage inside the 40-yard line of the Ramblers. So one of the better drives that we've seen from the Rangers here tonight, probably the best drive.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, Coach, if the Rangers and the Ramblers have the exact same playbook. It just is going to execute better tonight. That was another one.
Yeah, we have mentioned a couple times. They're just mirror images of each other here. Spread formation, 1st down. Snap. Helsel quick out to the left side. Isaac Raiden trying to make something happen. And brought out of bounds at the 35-yard line down in front of us. So a short gain on the play, but again, that quick pass out to the side.
Yeah, it's like we've got McBain's offense on both sides of the ball. Lane Helsel's coming in, giving us a spark. at that quarterback position and getting them balls out there, and those guys are making plays. Rangers are driving.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7. Helson's shotgun, drops straight back, 2-step drop, looking to his right, wings it out there, and almost connected with Jacob Hahn down the right sideline, right at the goal line. But Jacob just couldn't bring it in. Looked like a pretty well thrown ball from Lane Helson.
Very, very well thrown ball. And I seen Hahn getting out there. Lane throws the ball up out there to Hahn. Hahn turns up the gas to get to it, and it was just outside of his reach of the goal line.
3rd and 7, right back at it. Helsel in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolling to his right. Short drop pass off to Dunham, but that's incomplete. If they were trying to set up a screen pass, Jordan, I'm not sure if they were, but they didn't have time to develop because the Rambler defense was in there so fast.
Yeah, it was an initial blitz right there off the get-go, and we've got flags coming in all over the place. There was originally a flag down there on the 20-yard line where Hahn was.
Now we've had another one thrown in there. So we'll have to sort this one out. It was an incomplete pass on 3rd and 7. And we'll see what the penalty will result in. We're getting a call here. Yeah, we have offsetting fouls, penalties, one against the Ramblers, one against the Rangers. And unsportsmanlike against McBain. That was that second flag coming in, I think, Jordan, well after the play. Maybe a little taunting going on, hard to say from up here.
Looks like we did have a total of 3 flags, 2 offsetting, personal fouls on each side, and then we're going to get an unsportsmanlike on McBain.
So again, sorting it out. Are the officials, where do they mark it off from? Referee standing at the 30-yard line of McBain. Now one of the officials going over to explain to Coach Solani just what is transpiring on the play.
So without penalties, where would we be sitting? Looking like
still nothing walked off just yet. They have the ball at the 35-yard line. Now we're going to march it off toward McBain's goal line. And it is a 15-yard penalty, which will move the ball down to the 20-yard line of the Ramblers. And the Rangers will have it 1st and 10. So a lot going on that play, which simply started off as a short, incomplete pass.
Short, incomplete pass, and then we have that limited vision, and then you step out and take a look farther down the field. There was a flag right from the get-go that we had never seen.
Yep. 2:29 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, McBain. Ramblers on top of the Rangers, 42-6. So with a 36-point differential, we are in a running clock situation. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Football.
Snap to Helsel. Gives the handoff to Radin off the right side. Actually got a little bit of running room off right tackle. And close to a 10-yard gain. We'll look to give him maybe
7?
Maybe 8. We'll give him 8 yards on the play.
Really nice play. Yeah, that was designed to even go out a little bit farther. Radin found that seam right there and turned it upfield. And with his speed, before the defender could get there, he was already 7 yards in.
So 2nd down and a long 2 for the Rangers. Ball on the Rambler 13-yard line. See if the Rangers can punch something in here, get on the scoreboard again. Snap to Helsel. Pitch to Dunham, nowhere to go. Quick pitch to Nick Dunham, who then took it, tried to get it out to the left side to find some running room. But McBain says, nothing doing.
Yeah, nothing going there for Dunham on that play. It was a pitch out to him to Lane's left, running back towards us near the press box, or back towards the press box way. There was 4 defenders in the backfield right there at that pitch.
Loss of about 7. Now 3rd and 9. Helsel from the shotgun. Looking downfield, picked off. Intended receiver never turned around to look. And McBain has picked it off. They're going to take it maybe all the way down at the 20. being chased, being pursued, breaks away, takes it into the end zone. Finally, Manton just could not bring him down, got a handle on him. I'm not sure who the interceptor was. I never saw a number. We'll see if we can get that for you. But McBain has picked it off and taken it about 90 yards.
I was going to say it was at least 90 yards.
Six.
Yeah. So that play right there, that was a nice, well-thrown ball by Helsel. Defender, or the offensive wide receiver, never turned around to look. Defender was the only guy there that could get his hands on it. He did that. Verberkamos takes it 90 yards in for a touchdown. He was run down by Dunham, made a move on him, and then Hahn also was there for about the last 5 or 6 yards, and Verberkamos took him with him into the end zone.
Try for extra point. Line up for two. Seelan takes a snap, hands it off right up the middle, and taken in. Noah Hendrickson, the ball carrier, for the 2-point conversion, and McBain now leads it 50-6 over the Rangers. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Welcome back to McBain High School, everybody. Manton Ranger football on 107.1 The Drive. Rangers on the road tonight in McBain. The Ramblers have just intercepted a Ranger pass. Garrett Verberkamos with the interception, and he took it back the whole length of the field. We don't have an official yardage on it. What'd you say, Jordan?
It was at least a 90-yard return.
90, looked like a
play.
90. The Rangers did have the ball deep in McBain territory, but he took it back 90
Rangers
yards to pay dirt. 2-point conversion good, and we've got 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter. McBain is just running away with it. They now lead the Rangers 50-6.
Yeah, on that last drive, the Rangers were already well within McBain territory with another 10, 15-yard pass.
Here's the kick taken by Regnerus at the 40. Runs far to his right, trying to get around the right side, make something happen. Out near midfield, into Rambler territory. Finally brought down inside the 45-yard line. Ran a long way, going from sideline to sideline, but cut it up and got a pretty good return of about 18 yards.
Yeah, Cole Regnerus on the return. He's really, really shifty. And he's smart, and he's good with the football. And so now Rangers will be able to start their drive in Ramblers territory. And let's hope they can shake off the last one and maybe do something here on this drive.
Clock running here at the end of the third quarter. The last 10 seconds ticking off. Rangers come up to the line, see if they get this off before the end. They do. Helsel takes a snap, hand off to Grover. Got a little running room off the right side, right behind the right guard. And good positive yardage on first down. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Yeah, they got that snap off, Coach, with about 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And they were able to turn it up and get a 5-6 yard gain to end the third quarter on a positive note.
That is the end of the third quarter with our score. McBain Ramblers 50, the Manton Rangers 6. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 30 seconds.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Welcome back, everybody, to McBain High School. The Ramblers have just scored again. They now lead the Rangers 50-6 as we start the fourth quarter. The Ramblers have scored every time they've touched the ball here in the second half. And the Rangers had just put together a 9-play drive, their best drive of the night as far as number of plays go. But as they got deep in McBain territory, Lane Helsel's pass intercepted and returned for a Rambler touchdown. First down play, quick pass from Helsel out to Isaac Radin on the left side. Again, just a quick outlet, hoping Radin can do something with it. But the Rambler defense this time was there, and it's going to be a loss of 2 on the pass play.
Yeah, this time on the swing pass to the outside, trying to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, try to let them do something with it, and Ramblers are right there on that one to snuff it out.
So 3rd down and 7 facing the Rangers in McBain territory at the 40-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory at this spot. They got a couple chances to keep this drive alive. Helsel in the shotgun, spread formation. Regners comes in motion, handoff to Regners, can't bring it in. Ball's on the ground, and I think McBain has got another one. We'll see as they unpile, but it is another fumble from the Rangers, and McBain has recovered. They will take over on offense one more time.
It's the story of our night, Coach. Try to get that handoff, stuff it in the chest of the running back when he's coming across on motion, and it just popped out. We had one guy had a chance at it, and McBain had about 3 or 4 guys there to jump on the fumble.
So 4th turnover from the Rangers tonight. 3 fumbles plus an interception, and the Ramblers are back on offense. Ball on their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. We are in a running clock situation, 10:20 left to go in the ball game. McBain on top, 50-6. Handoff up the middle to number 44, Noah Hendrickson. And no gain, but a penalty flag comes flying in after the play is completed.
Hendrickson was the ball carrier there, met right at the line of scrimmage by Renfer. Renfer's having himself a game defensively, Coach.
He has. Penalty is against McBain. McBain does have another quarterback in there. Want to get his number. Seelan probably done at the quarterback spot for tonight. We'll sort this penalty out.
Get it marked off. We'll get the number of that new quarterback.
The new quarterback is number 20, Dan Rodenbaugh, a sophomore, in there now to lead the Rambler offense. But the 15-yard walk-off against McBain moves the ball back to the 30-yard line. They have it 2nd down and 25 do the Ramblers.
Wonderful to see any Rodenbaugh to Rodenbaugh action here with Daniel at quarterback throwing it out to his brother. He's got a couple grabs tonight for big plays.
I think they probably have more of their starters off the field right now also. Here's a snap. Handoff in the backfield, and the Rangers are there to meet them. Ramblers are going to get some of their second-string players in to wrap this game up. That play never really got off the ground before.
It did not. No, the Abbott, the ball carrier, was actually the one who took the handoff there, and it was just kind of like a plane that never took flight. Rangers were there in the backfield and blew that play up. It'll be 3rd and real long for McBain.
Clock continuing to run, 9:30 left in the ball game, 50-6. McBain on top. Rodenbaugh takes a snap, hands off to Camphouse, who came in motion left to right, takes it around the right end, and he got about 7 of those yards back, but it's still 4th and long for the Ramblers.
So the Rangers able to spread that out a little bit, keep them from getting huge yardage on that play, and looks like McBain's going to bring in the punt team, and Rangers will be able to get the ball back here with it being 4th and real long for the Ramblers.
4th and 20 for the Ramblers. Ball is on their own 33-yard line. They are in punt formation. Noah Hendrickson has not been called upon very much tonight to punt, but he has done the punting for McBain.
McBain still shuffling in some personnel here before the snap.
Yeah, and they still don't have it exactly right. Another player sprinting off. Had too many men on the field. Here's a snap. Punt is away, and it's a good one. just sails over the head of Cole Regneris inside the 20-yard line and rolls dead at about the 16 of the Rangers, where Manton will have it 1st and 10.
56-yard punt, Coach.
Yeah, that was an impressive kick. Has some good height on it also, and Regner's just kind of watched it go over and died back there. And the Rangers again have a long field to go, just as they have for practically every single possession in tonight's ballgame.
It's been tough sledding for the Rangers tonight.
It sure has. And one thing has been field position all night long.
Yes.
Here we go, spread formation. Helsel, the quarterback, hands off to Grover. Grover kind of picks his way through the line, gets out near the 20-yard line, gets a gain of about 3, and the Rangers have 2nd and 7.
Grover taking the handoff off right tackle. Gain of 3. Good hard running by Grover, though, tonight. He's come in and taken some carries for us.
He is a lone setback in the spread formation. Helsel back to throw, looks to his right, and the pass intended for Regnerus. He was waiting for it, but one of the McBain defenders got a hand in there and knocked it away.
Yeah, we're lucky that one made it back down to the turf.
3rd and 7.
Well, it's tough
Clock
to see over there.
continues to run, even though incomplete pass because of our point differential tonight. Under 7 minutes now left in the game. Helsel in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Keeps it himself off left tackle. Got some running room. Out across the 35-yard line. Nice pickup for Helsel on the quarterback keep. Gain of about 17 on the play. 1st down for the Rangers.
That time, Helsel had motion coming from his left to his right. He faked it to the guy off to the right side. All McBain defense shifted that way. He turned around, went back to the left for a nice gain.
Takes the snap, hand off to Grover, off right tackle. Cuts it up to the outside at midfield into McBain territory. Fumbles the ball, but rolls out of bounds. A nice strong run from number 6, Trent Grover.
Grover with a nice carry around the right side, Coach, before the fumble, gets a gain of 15 and moves us into McBain territory.
Moves the chains once again. It is a Ranger 1st down on the McBain 45-yard line. Spread formation, as we've seen all night long. Grover the setback. Handoff to Grover. Kind of a delayed handoff. And once he got going, not a lot of running room. McBain had closed in by then, but a gain of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Coach, a delayed handoff there. Mix-up in the backfield. Grover did get the ball off right guard. It was able to get 2-3 yards of tough yardage.
5:08 left to go in the ballgame. Helsel in the shotgun, takes a snap, keeps it himself right up the center of the line. And positive yardage down close to the 35. Looks like they'll mark it at the 34, which will be just a yard short of the 1st down. So
yeah,
we'll give him a gain of 6.
Helsel on the carry there up the middle, moving the pile forward. There was another fumble. Refs ruled him down by contact. Down right there near the 35-yard line. It'll be short 3rd down.
3rd and 1, Helsel in shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Grover, cuts it up the right side, and down to about the 30. Gain of 5 on the play, gives the Rangers yet another 1st down.
Again, another run for Grover off right tackle. Right up
the Rangers putting something together here on this drive in the 4th quarter. A couple of big running plays. That might be the 3rd 1st down, if I'm figuring correctly, and they've got something going.
Yes, it is. 3rd 1st down of this drive. Rangers moving steadily down the field.
Under 4 minutes now. Helsel with the snap. Stiffs arm one defender. Going to his left. Keeping it himself. And picks up about 3 yards before he's brought down. And the officials do stop the clock because there's a penalty flag on the far side.
Very far side of the field over there where the tackle was made. Call coming in here.
Again, we'll have to sort things out. It is a penalty against the Ramblers. Face mask is the call, which is going to march the ball a little bit further as the Rangers get closer to putting another score on the board.
Yeah, Rangers should be able to get another first down out of this.
After the walk-off, the ball is at the 23-yard line of the Ramblers. First and about 2 after the penalty. Helsel in the shotgun, spread formation, drops back, looks to his right. Regnerus is out there, pass in the air. He had to end up playing defense because the McBain defender had put himself in great position, but it does fall incomplete.
Yeah, the McBain defender actually turned himself into the wide receiver that time. The ball was a little bit underthrown, Coach, and he was able to sneak right in underneath there, and he ended up not being able to come down with the interception.
Yeah, Cole had to play some defense.
Cole had to turn into the defender and try to get it knocked out of his hands.
3:10 left to go in the ball game. Spread formation, Helsel in shotgun, rolling to his right. Short drop-off pass to Grover, thrown at his feet. He couldn't come up with it. Incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Rangers.
That's the second time I can think of tonight, Coach, who tried to set up a screen pass. Neither one has really panned out. That one there, we seen the potential receiver of the screen pass, was just unable to get it to him because of the pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, exactly, and the Rangers have had success with the screen pass this year. Handoff again to Grover. This time he's got good positive yardage, picks up about 6 or 7. Good for another Ranger first down. They will move the chains on the far side.
That's exactly what we needed, because after the penalty, we started right there with 1st and 2, 1st and 3, and then we got all the way to 3rd down, Coach, and now we had to punch it forward with the run play right up the middle with Grover.
Clock running down, now close to the 2-minute mark left in the ball game. Rangers would certainly like to put something on the board here to close this one out. Here's a snap. Hand off to Raiden, left to right, trying to make something happen. Takes it down the right sideline. That's the play he scored on, I believe, Jordan, earlier in the game.
Yeah, that same play there was the one he took it for 60 yards to the house. And another positive play, same thing with him. I think it's get the ball in Raiden's hands, get him on the outside. He's got the speed. And now he's got his 1st and goal at the 5.
Gain of 11 does give the Rangers 1st and goal. They come out again, spread formation. Helsel in the shotgun. Takes a snap, handoff to Grover, right up the center. Got some running room, barrels through people, and he's
Touchdown.
into the end zone. Trent Grover from 10 yards out, in for the Ranger touchdown. A nice determined run from Trent Grover.
Yeah, and that's what it's been all night with him, Coach. I haven't seen him once yet all night take the ball and not have determined run and fight for every yard. Because even there was contact with him after yard number 2, and he was able to get the other 8.
Yes, he did. That makes our score 50-12. Ramblers on top. Now the Rangers trying a 2-point conversion. Handoff to Grover once again. Same play, but just tripped up before he got to the goal line to deny the 2 points.
Yeah, he got tripped up there just shy of the goal line, tried to reach for his elbow, and everything was down just shy of the goal line.
Timeout on the field following the Ranger touchdown. We will take a timeout. We'll go back to Haley, back here in 30 seconds.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Scheffler bringing you this Highland Conference football game. And the Ramblers have pretty much had control all night long. They lead the Rangers 50-12. The Rangers have just put a score on the board, and they will kick off to the Ramblers with just 1:23 left to go here in the ball game. Stay with us after the game. We'll talk about the game itself. We'll recap the scoring. We'll have some stats for you. We'll talk about upcoming action next week. And see what the Rangers can do here on defense. Here's Grover doing the kicking. Nice end-over-end kick. And fair catch called for the Ramblers at the 26-yard line. They will have it 1st and 10 from that spot.
We do have a final out of Lake City. Lake City was able to hang up a 27-0 victory over the Bucks.
And as we said earlier, that does clinch at least a tie for Lake City for the Highland Conference Championship. They're second in as many years. So congratulations to Lake City. They've got another real nice football team over there this year. So the Ramblers ready to go on offense. Clock again running. We're now under a minute. They're just happy to let the seconds tick off. As this one's going to go in the record book, they'll have to run just one play. Rodenbaugh takes it on the snap, simply kneels down, and that's going to do it. As the final seconds will tick off. And from McBain, the McBain Ramblers are going to come away with a hard-fought win tonight, 50-12 over the Manton Rangers. The team's lining up at midfield, shaking hands, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with all that info we were just talking about, recap of the scoring stats and so forth. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Imagine this, the taste, the smell, the flavor of down-home barbecue at your sauce-covered fingertips. But without all the mess and hassle. Let the Smokehouse excite your taste buds with some of the best barbecue that you can imagine. Try mouth-watering recipes like the pork belly Cuban, the brisket grilled cheese, smoked chicken salad, loaded mac and cheese, and of course, don't forget the Frickles. Check out the Smokehouse at the Truck Stop Food Court at 902 West 13th Street in Cadillac each weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Or call for availability for the Smokehouse to travel and cater your next event. 231-824-3513. That's 231-824-3513.
Wilder Heating and Cooling is a name you've come to trust when it comes to Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps. They can provide quality service at a quality price with a 10-year labor and parts warranty and service all makes and models. Financing is available. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling is a proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Cadillac Java and Java 2 is the place to be for all things delicious. Java is a specialty drive-through coffee shop offering fresh espresso, premium coffees, frozen, iced, and blended drinks, ice cream, chai teas, and their most popular item, the frozen hot chocolate. And what goes great with amazing drinks? Flavorful treats like bagels, muffins, donuts, and more. Cadillac Java has 2 convenient locations to serve you at 725 North Mitchell Street and at 6319 East M115 in Cadillac West. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Big town gourmet taste with a small town personal feel.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all of your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingle shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore on Main Street in Manton. Call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back, everyone, to McBain High School. Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler, where the Rangers have dropped one to the McBain Ramblers tonight by the score of 50-12. McBain improves to 4-2 overall, 3-1 in the Highland Conference, while Manton falls to 4-2 on the season and 2-2 in Highland Conference play. I want to go through a recap of the scoring for you first, especially if you joined us late. But for the most part, it was all McBain tonight as far as our scoring goes. They, on their very first drive, were able to take it 50 yards after Manton fumbled the opening kickoff and capped it off with a 26-yard pass to Verbertmos from Sealand with 8:53 left to go in the first quarter. The kick was no good, and McBain led it 6-0. That's how the first quarter ended. And then to start the second quarter, McBain got a 7-yard touchdown run from quarterback Sealand. 2-point try was no good. And at the 9:17 mark of the second quarter, McBain led it 12-0. McBain got one more score just before halftime. Gavin Sealand on another run, 9 yards this time, at the 2:19 mark. 2-point conversion was good, and McBain took a 20-0 lead into halftime. When we came out in the second half, it was touchdown, 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 touchdown. The first 5 times the ball was touched, we had touchdowns. McBain took the opening kickoff, capped it off, a 21-yard pass to Vanden Bosch. 2-point conversion was good, and just 36 seconds into the game, McBain scored and led it 28-0. But then 13 seconds later,
very first play,
Manton got on the scoreboard for the first time. A 60-yard run from Isaac Radin. Extra point try was no good. And like I said, with 49 seconds into the second half, we had 2 scores. But McBain led it 28-6. On McBain's very next possession, they got a 32-yard pass to Rodenbaugh from Sealand. 2-point conversion was good with 9:37 left to go in the third quarter. McBain led it 36-6. On their very next possession, they got a 1-yard run from Vanden Bosch. No good on the extra try with 7:26 to go. They now led it 42-6 in that third quarter. On Manton's next possession, they actually put together a pretty good drive of 9 plays, but had a Lane Helsel pass intercepted by Garrett Verbergmos and returned 90 yards for a McBain touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good, and with 51 seconds left in the third quarter, McBain led it 50-6. That was it for the McBain scoring in the ball game. Manton was able to put together a 12-play drive to in their last possession of the game, and they got a 10-yard touchdown run from Trent Grover, who really had a nice ball game tonight. The 2-point try was no good, but Manton was on the board again, and with 1:23 left to go in the game, McBain led it 50-12, and that closed out our scoring. Let's go to Jordan. Do you have any numbers for us?
Yeah, we're actually looking at the numbers.
We had our iPad right here. We'll get it back. We'll get it back in a few minutes. But
okay.
We've got the iPad with some stats, and we'll pass those on to you. But before we can do that, let's go ahead and talk about the ball game a little bit. Jordan, I think we talked about at halftime what had to change, and really the 2 things that we talked about that really had to change didn't in the second half.
Stayed the same. Yeah, exactly.
One of them was field position. Manton just could not have field position all night long. It seemed like the first half we were looking to our left on Manton's defensive end of the field. In the second half, we were looking to the right all the time as McBain just had field position all night long.
That was absolutely the difference maker. One of the difference makers here tonight, because it's much easier to put points on the board when you don't have to go very far to do just that. And the offensive efficiency when Sealand's in the game from McBain is outstanding.
Excellent quarterback is Gavin Sealand for the Ramblers, and he is just a junior, Jordan.
It's a scary thought, isn't it?
He is something to watch. He does a really nice job for the Ramblers. And the other thing we talked about was a lack of offense. We did see that come to life a little bit more in the second half. We had a couple decent plays. We had that 9-play drive where the interception was the result. And then at the end of the game, a 12-play drive. So a little bit more on offense, but still struggled. And, of course, we talked about them having to stop the Ramblers. They couldn't stop McBain. McBain ends up putting 50 points on the board.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see the Rangers put that 9-play drive into the end zone there, not too far into the second half when they were down there. After we went touchdown, you know, that was the only one that we didn't go touchdown on right there in that sequence. You know, if Helsel could have made a connection there for a touchdown, then they come back out and put another drive together. Still might not have got the victory, but some positive things happening there in the second half would have been nice to see for them.
Exactly. Well, there were some strengths. I thought the Rangers played hard. They were just a little outclassed, maybe a little tougher team tonight. from McBain, but I thought they played hard. Of course, you never saw them hang their heads. You're going to see that from the Rangers all season long. They're still within the playoff hunt. They need to win 2 of these last 3 to automatically qualify for the playoffs. And I like the fight they have. And even though they got behind by quite a bit tonight, they're still fighting to the bitter end.
I think a lot of that, too, goes back into the coaching staff, keeping them kids' mindset right and continuing to feed into them that, we're down, but Coach said from the get-go at the beginning of the year, we're not going to see the kids hang their heads and, get discouraged.
Exactly. So let's move on to a couple recognitions for the night. First off, let's look at our 107.1 The Drive Ranger game balls. And Jordan, I'll turn it over to you. Who would we give those game balls to tonight?
First game ball, I believe we would definitely be worth giving to Grover. The way he was able to take that ball in the backfield and go down the field, and there was not a whole bunch of running room, but he was able to get them hard-fought yards, and I bet he ran the ball the hardest out of everybody on the Rangers tonight. Next game ball on the defensive side, we've definitely got to go with our number 77, Renfer. Anything that was within his wheelhouse there, McBain was running it, he had him wrapped up. Multiple times tonight we had mentioned him having stops right at the line of scrimmage, if not in the backfield. And then one other one that we'd like to do, 107.1 The Drive game ball, go to Lane Helsel coming in at quarterback. Actually give us quite a bit of a spark there with being able to get them passes out to Raiden, letting him make the moves, and even throwing it downfield. He did have that interception, but even throwing the ball downfield, it looked like a good ball.
And then we might want to move on to the Ranger drive of the game. And they didn't have very many where they put a number of plays together. Only really 2 times. We talked about them both. The 9-play drive that resulted in the interception. And there was the scoring one at the end of the ballgame, which we're going to pick as the Ranger drive of the game. The last Ranger possession of the evening, they took it 62 yards in 12 plays, capped by a 10-yard run from Grover into the end zone with 1:23 left to go in the ballgame, making our final score 50-12. But during that drive, they put together at least 4 runs of 10 yards and more, and at least something positive, Jordan, for that offense to feel good about at the end of the game.
Yeah, even at the end, just ending on a high note, although there wasn't many throughout the game, ending on a high note, still in the playoff hunt, got to give you something to push through to next week.
Exactly. So now that we have our iPad back, let's take a look at some of the stats for the night.
Let's start first with McBain. They had 25 first downs, 40 rushes tonight for 138 yards. They had 12 of 17 passing for 176 yards. They had 57 total plays for 314 yards. Third down conversion, still 50%. Moving over to the Rangers side, first downs. Rangers had 15 first downs. They had 30 rushes for 164 yards. They had 6 of 20 for passing for 43 yards. And total plays, 51 total plays for 207 yards with a couple giveaways on the turnover side.
All right. Well, we look ahead to next week a little bit. And the Rangers will be once again back on the road, as they will be for the rest of the season. And next week they travel to Pine River to take on the tough Bucks. The Bucks did drop one tonight to Lake City, shut out by Lake City. But they are at 4-2, as are the Rangers. And they're going to present a tough game as we go to Buck Country next Friday night. That is October 5th with more Highland Conference action. And actually that game will close out Highland Conference action with weeks 8 and 9 non-conference games following next week. Game time next week will be 7 p.m. and pregame at about 6:40. We hope you can join us here on 107.1 The Drive if you do not make that trip down to Pine River. Well, we wish to thank again the local people and businesses who are sponsoring Ranger football on the air this season. They are Lutke Hydraulics and Forest Products, Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, the Smokehouse located on 13th Street in Cadillac, Shepler Well Drilling of Manton, Java and Java 2 of Cadillac, the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton, Manton Boosters Club, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, Jamie Fellows Garno City to Shore Real Estate Office in downtown Manton, and right next door to her office, Bostick's Drugstore, also a loyal sponsor of Manton Sports. Stop in and see them if you get a chance. Express your thanks. And without them, of course, we do not have Ranger football on the radio waves. Jordan, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up tonight?
Well, I think the Rangers, a tough loss tonight. They can't hang their heads, still in playoff contention. I think Coach Solani can get them turned around, get some good practice in this week, look forward into the future, the next 3 games. And next week it's in Pine River. It'll be another good Highland Conference game. That'll wrap up conference play for the Rangers. And really hoping the Rangers can pull out at the very minimum 2 of the next 3 and get us into the playoffs.
Yep. Next week is a big one. If they can come away with a win next week, the playoffs look like a real strong possibility. Well, that's going to do it from McBain High School tonight. This is Rick Swanson along with Jordan Shepler. And Jordan, I thank you once again for stepping in. I think you did an excellent job.
Well, thanks for having me.
Nice to work the game with you. And back in the studio control room, Haley Koffel, who did a great job on her end, who kept us running smoothly all evening. And we all thank you for joining us and hoping you'll tune in next Friday evening when the Manton Rangers travel to Pine River to take on the Bucks. And we'll be on with the pregame at 6:40. Once again, our final score tonight from McBain, the McBain Ramblers 50 and the Manton Rangers 12. You are listening to 107.1 The Drive, home of Manton Ranger football. We now return you to the regular programming of Classic Rock.
This broadcast of Manton Rangers football on 107.1 The Drive and 107.1thedrive.com has been sponsored by the 308 Forest Area Federal Credit Union, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, the Manton Boosters, Shepler Well Drilling, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Lutke Hydraulics, Cadillac Java and Java 2, the Smokehouse, Wilder Heating and Cooling, Maple Ridge Living Center, and Bostick's Drugstore. Thank you for listening to this presentation of Manton Rangers football on 107.1.
new 107.1.